Program is paid for by The Locker Room with Billy Schwein. The opinions expressed are not those of Town Square Media or station advertising.
Welcome to the locker room.
Vince Papali, welcome to the locker room.
I can smell it already, Billy.
Ron Hayes, welcome to the locker room with Billy Schwein.
Yeah, hey, Billy, how you doing out there?
Rich Gannon, welcome to the locker room, Rich.
Thanks, guys. It's great to be with you.
Great Bob McElwee, NFL referee.
Hey, Bill, how you doing?
Craig Berube. Craig, welcome to the locker room.
All right, thanks, Billy.
We have the real Pat Croce in the locker room.
Off the bench, Coach.
And now here's your host, Billy Schwein.
Good morning on a snowy Saturday morning. It's the locker room with Billy Schwein and my producer and co-host today, Nick Earnshaw. Good morning, Big Nick.
Good morning, Billy. It's great to see you. My Valentine. It's nice to see you.
Yes, we will get into that. Nick, man, how about last night? You and I talked, Thursday and Friday. We're like, hey, man, it's going to snow. Looks like it's going to stick on the roads, and we're going to have to get up extra early and get in here. And got up this morning. There was nothing on the roads, nothing on the sidewalks.
Yeah, it was
It
easy.
snowed. It looks beautiful outside.
It's awesome. Oh,
It's
my
a
God.
winter wonderland.
Coming down the expressway today into work, it was awesome seeing like all the snow on the trees. It looked awesome. It was beautiful. But the roads were fine. They
Yeah,
were pretty
everything
clear.
was cool. All
Yeah.
right, so little snow to the snow's falling off the trees and the wires because it's a little windy out. It's pretty cool out there.
A little
man.
pizzazz for your
Yeah.
Saturday morning.
Of course, it's getting lighter later now. The sun doesn't set till like after 6 o'clock,
It's
6
great.
something.
It's awesome.
And in a few weeks, it'll be daylight savings time because when pitchers and catchers show up in Clearwater, you're a month away.
Springtime is here, Billy. Nothing's better than baseball season. It means warm weather, hot dogs, the
Yeah,
crack of the
man.
bat. Oh, it's the best.
Get
It's the
down to
best.
the Citizens Bank Park. Can't wait for the Phils to open up, but we got spring training ahead of us, and a lot of Phillies talk we'll have today in the locker room.
Yeah.
And how about that? We get in here today. There's a letter here. It says, "Mr. Billy Schwein, the locker room," and it's a letter from Jim Braun.
How about that?
He sends a fan mail type thing, but he gives me a $25 gift card to Wawa, and I really appreciate that. He says he listens all the time, and he's a big fan of the show, and he says he loves loves our guests and the team that we have assembled here, and that he listens faithfully. And I want to thank Jim for sending me that gift card and the letter. It's very, very, very nice. That Jim likes the show. We work hard here, try to make things entertaining, right?
Of course.
You and I are incommunicado, and now all right. Full disclosure, Nick.
Yeah.
You weren't my Valentine.
Well, wasn't I your Valentine? I thought you asked me to go.
First of all, I want to send a shout out to my good friend Dominic Mariani. He was an All-South Jersey football player at Collingswood High School.
Shout out.
He's now he's a chiropractor, and he's the doctor there at Pennsauken Spine and Rehab. And every once in a while he will give the locker room tickets to sporting events, and we pass them on to our listeners for contests. But this particular, he gave me a pair of tickets to the Heat game on Wednesday night, which was Valentine's Day. And I want to thank Dominic for those tickets, but I wasn't giving them I wasn't going to give them out. I was keeping these for my own personal go to a game. I was going to take my daughter, Eliza Grace, to the Sixers game. She loves going to the Sixers games. I was going to take her. She was going to be my date on Valentine's Day. Lo and behold, I take her to school on Wednesday morning. We get a call, and she's very sick. Upset stomach, throwing up, not good. I take her. My wife picks her up, takes her back to the house, and she's out. So now I'm scrambling. I call Nick Earnshaw, and I say, "Hey, Nick.
From the bench.
Coming off the bench. How would you like to go to the Sixers game tonight?" I'm not telling you where we're sitting because these seats are phenomenal. And I wrote in my article, 973ESPN.com, that I post every Friday as preparation for the show. Like people, they can go there and see what's going to be on tap for Saturday and Sunday. Dominic Mariani of Pennsauken Spine and Rehab gives us seats third row behind the visitors bench. Nick.
It was awesome. When they walked into the locker room at halftime, I was letting them know Jimmy Butler's going to come back next year. That's how close we were, and they could hear us.
So I wrote up close and personal. We got an up close look at the Sixers. We walked in there, Nick. We were like, what team is this? Who are we watching?
It was a totally different team than the last time I went to a game. It was a 70-point game when Embiid dropped 70. That was the last time I went to a game this year. Totally different roster, right? I mean, Buddy Hield's here now. Campaign. Paul Reed's in the starting lineup. KJ Martin was in the starting lineup.
KJ Martin? Like, what? Well, I kept saying, Nick, who are these people?
Who? I was saying who the entire time. It was a good game. They did lose. It was close, but it just showed and echoed the problems this team has going forward. I mean, what are they, fifth in the standings right now?
Right now, the Sixers are 32-22, 10.5 games out of first place behind the Celtics, who were in first place. The Celtics.
I can't stand the Celtics. Just seeing them in first makes me cringe. I can't stand it.
So we'll talk a little Sixers today. The Philadelphia Phillies, the pitchers and catchers showed up today. The rest of the team, I believe, is in. Will be there. Full practices on Monday, right?
Yeah, correct.
They get their physicals this weekend. The team, and there's a lot of people talking about the Phillies lineup, the roster. There's 23 guys that there's not really that many spots available.
No,
I don't think there's any room for any like long shots to make the team.
Right. I mean, the roster's kind of set in place. They didn't really change much this offseason. They didn't go out and really get anybody except for yesterday. They go out and get Whit Merrifield,
right?
Utility man. I love that signing.
You love it?
I love it. Yeah. Why you don't like it?
I mean,
what do you mean you don't like it?
I love it.
I love it.
I mean, he batted what? I think he batted 2.
He was an All-Star last year.
He was an All-Star. He batted 272.
Yeah.
11 home runs. He's a utility player.
Yeah, coming off the bench.
Would you have to say you love it?
Yeah, I love it.
All right,
I love it. Right. I love that signing.
Is that blind optimism for a Phillies fan?
No, I think it's a good depth piece that they have in case, especially when you have guys like Johan Rojas, who maybe starts in AAA to start the year. You don't know. So he can play, Whit Merrifield can play center field and give you some good at-bats to start the season if Johan's not ready.
A one-year deal, $8 million. We'll get into the Phillies. And then, of course, the Eagles, Hassan Reddick making noise.
Yeah, what's going on here?
We'll have to break that down. I got a couple things that we can read off, and then let our people, listeners, chime in. 609-403-0973 is the text board. We're going to do something fun today, aren't we?
Yeah, we are going to do.
We're going to start something for the next. I think we're going to do it for the next 4 or 5 weeks.
All right.
It's going to be between me and you. See, you and I are.
We got a gap.
Where there's a gap, there's an age gap here. You're from the younger generation. What do you? I'm a baby boomer. What are you?
Yeah, you're a boomer. I'm Gen Z.
You're Gen Z.
I'm a Zoomer.
So we're gonna see. You're gonna pick a song.
I'm
gonna pick a song. We'll play the song.
Yeah.
And then people got to text in to 609-403-0973. Which song they like?
Yeah. Which song's better?
Which song? I would say better.
Who's got the better taste?
Who's got the better taste?
Who's got the better taste?
Or what song do they identify? Would they like hearing that more, right?
Yeah. I think I'm going to win. I'm always confident.
And by the way, everybody knows that I'm a big Police fan. I'm not going with a Police song for my
What?
So here's how it's going to go. For the next 5 weeks, you're going to pick a song, I'm going to pick a song. Whoever gets more people to respond saying they like it, that song moves on to the next week.
Yes.
And then you get to pick another song, or if I lose, I get to pick another song.
Correct.
To challenge your song.
Correct.
All right.
That's how we'll do it.
We're going to do it.
I'm going in to win, Billy. I hope you know that.
Musical music contest. Our music contest.
Yeah, our generation gap.
Generational music contest. 609-403-0973. We'll do that. We'll play the songs in the next segment.
Yes, next segment. It'll be fun.
And then people can chime in 609-403-0973. Last week we had a lunch with the locker room crew at La Scala's. That was a lot of fun. I want to thank Chris Pirelli for putting us up, and of course Rob La Scala. La Scala's is great. I want to thank all the listeners that showed up. That was awesome. We had a great turnout. It was a lot of fun last week, Super Bowl Sunday.
Yeah, it was awesome. La Scala's, it was a great host. We had a lot of fun. They did a great job. It was great meeting the listeners. I had a blast. I don't know about you, Billy.
Food was outstanding.
It was outstanding. The cheesesteak egg rolls were phenomenal.
Man.
La Scala's margarita pizza. That's what I got, Billy. It was fantastic.
I had
great time.
I had the meatballs, and look, it's great food. Get down to La Scala's, 1400 Ocean Avenue in Brigantine. And, of course, that's the site of the South Jersey Lifeguard Championships this year.
Can't wait.
Brigantine won last year. The Seville boys, Jack and Joe Seville, Kip Emick, Chief Emick, they'll be hosting. And it'll be, I hear it's right out in front of Las Calas.
Oh, what a perfect spot. What a perfect spot to go get lunch that you can watch. Oh, it'll be great.
Lunch,
drinks.
Watch the game, drinks, and then come back for the after party.
It'll be great.
At Las Calas. All right, we got a lot to do today. We got 2 hours to do it in. 609-403-0973 is the text board. We're going to get into our rock and roll contest. I want to remind people the first hour of the locker room is powered by Surety Title. Surety provides comprehensive title insurance protection and professional settlement services for home buyers and sellers, real estate agents, brokers, lenders, home builders, developers, and attorneys to facilitate your real estate purchases. Surety is an industry-wide leader with a team of experts to help you through the entire process, from contract signing to closing for the shortest center city and every place in between. Surety Title is there for you with 15 office locations in New Jersey and PA. That's Surety Title. For more information, call my good friend Ron Conklin at 856-988-8900 or give the Ocean City office a call at 609-399-1227. Now, I am here to tell you about Las Calas. The food is phenomenal. You got to get down to Las Calas. They opened this summer to rave reviews. It's your home away from home for a large selection of Italian, American, and seafood favorites, just like your grandma made. Plus, you'll enjoy their famous pizza, their daily specials, game day menu, eat in or take out at Las Calas. They're open Wednesday through Sunday, 1400 Ocean Avenue in Brigantine. Every Thursday night is Brigantine night. Live music from 6 to 9 p.m., one free signature pizza per table. Drink specials include $2 Miller Lite, $3 Peronis, and $4 house wines. That's LasCalasBeachHouse.com. Check out the menu. Let's eat. All right, when we return, we'll continue with more here in the locker room with Billy Schweim and Nick Earnshaw right here on 97.3 ESPN.
It's Flyers Devils Stadium Series game live from MetLife Stadium tonight on 97.3 ESPN and the 97.3 ESPN free mobile app. Listen as Tim Saunders and Todd Fedor bring you all the exciting play-by-play action. Coverage begins at 8 p.m. It's Flyers hockey all season long on South Jersey's radio home for Philadelphia.
Ocean City's real estate market is red hot. You need an agent that has the knowledge and expertise to help. Contact Ocean City's top agent, Mark Grimes. Mark has been selling real estate for 30 years in South Jersey. He can answer all your real estate questions and find you the perfect property. He's available anytime on his cell at 609-425-2042. When Philadelphia star athletes are looking for a house at the beach, they contact Mark Grimes, specializing in buying and selling vacation homes, single-family homes, condominiums, and duplexes, residential and commercial, as well as new construction projects or investment opportunities. Mark Grimes, he's your agent at the beach. Give him a call right now, 609-425-2042, or check out his website at grimes.com.
Winning means keeping our community safe. I'm Hassan Reddick, linebacker for the Philadelphia Eagles. 59% of our adults report experiencing gun violence or know someone who has. Just like we focus on our training, we need to focus on proper gun storage.
Firearms should be locked out of reach of children and only accessible by you.
If you notice any warning signs of violence, speak up. Tell someone who can help.
Let's tackle gun violence together. Visit CamdenCounty.com/gun safety to learn more.
Finding an electrician that is dependable, prompt, and experienced is important. Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Service is just that. Service in Atlantic and Cape May counties for 40 years, Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Services specializes in both commercial and residential work and provides 24-hour emergency services. No job too big and no job too small. Call Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Services. They do it all. Call for a free estimate, 609-399-1999.
Call Tom Jackson and Sons for electrical, they're number one.
Timmy, everybody. Great job. Next up, we have Samantha.
10 times better performance can make a big difference. Castrol Edge Motor Oil gives your engine 10 times better high-temperature performance. Castrol Edge, better oil for maximum performance. Now through March 4th, get 5 quarts of Castrol Edge or Edge High Mileage Full Synthetic and an oil filter for $36.99, only at AutoZone.
Claim based on Sequence 3 H test versus API SP test limits.
Hi.
Afternoon. Atlantic City Electric here to install your new smart meter.
Did I order a new meter?
No, we're replacing old meters in South Jersey with new smart meters.
What's the catch?
No catch, just more insight and functionality.
Which means?
Soon, you'll have even more reliable electric service and new tools and programs to help you save energy and money.
Yep, that's smart. Learn more about smart meters at AtlanticCityElectric.com/SEN.
Hey, it's Mike Gill here. If you're car shopping right now, then I want you to go see my friend Rocco over at Key Acura of Atlantic City. Now through February 29th, he can get you into a 2024 Acura Integra lease for just $369 a month or a 2024 MBX lease for $489 a month. And beginning March 2nd, their service department will be open on Saturdays again. So stop in and see Rocco at Key Acura of Atlantic City, Tilt Road and EHT, the small but friendly dealer. Online at KeyAcuraofAtlanticCity.com. See dealer for details.
You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schwein on 97.3 ESPN and the free mobile app.
All right, we're back broadcasting live at the Toms River Auto Group studio right here in Northville. Billy Schwein, producer, co-host. Nicky Earnshaw's in the building. If it wasn't for Nick pushing the buttons, I wouldn't be up on the air.
We can't have you push.
I'm not going to call you Valentine, Nick. Now, even though look, you filled in admirably. You did a great job. We had a lot of fun at the game, going out there and sitting so close. I want to thank Dominic Mariani again. Those seats were phenomenal.
Great stuff, Dom.
You get to really see, Nick, the athleticism of these big dudes, man. They're big dudes.
I know they're 6'5", 6'6", 6'7".
Remember I kept saying how I didn't think Buddy Hield was as big as he is. Like in the program, it says he's only 6'4", 6'5".
Yeah, I think 6'4", 6'5". Yeah.
Does he look 6'4"? He looks a lot bigger than that.
Yeah, he looks taller than that. He's way taller than me and you.
We talked about basketball, Paul.
Yeah.
Adebayo, he couldn't stop him because he's just not thick enough.
No, he's not big enough. He's a small ball 5 is what Paul Reed is. That's essentially what he is.
Shaquille O'Neal basically said, he came out and said last night or the other day?
Yeah.
That the Sixers are done without Embiid.
They're cooked.
And I think he's right. You and I were at the game. We saw up close and personal. He's too thin. He needs more weight behind him.
Well,
even Bamba.
Mo Bamba.
Mo Bamba. I mean, he's tall and everything, 7 foot, but he just can't. He's thinner than Paul Reed.
Yeah. Listen, So there was a report that came out that the Sixers essentially almost had a deal done for Andre Drummond, but it fell through.
Right.
They thought they had Andre Drummond secured because this team is in trouble if Embiid's not there. They can't rebound. Paul Reed's just too small. He's a small ball 5, stretch 4 type of player. He's not that thick, big body you want down low like Embiid is. And Embiid's the MVP of the league. So, I mean, obviously you're going to miss him. So
we got into the stadium and it was kind of quiet, subdued. It was almost like people were like, "Who's this team out there?" Everybody was recognizable for starters, except for Maxey, right? I mean,
he got the loudest ovation. Ovation,
and so he should. He's an all-star.
Yeah,
but I mean, we got there. We were like, "What are we watching?"
Like,
what is this?
We back in the process years?
Like the Sixers, did it?
What are we back in the process years again? Like I don't know.
Then they signed Lowry. Kyle Lowry to a 1 year, $2.8 million deal, which is that for the NBA. That's nothing.
Nothing.
I mean,
he got bought out. He got traded to Charlotte from the Miami Heat, got bought out by the Hornets, and then signed with the Sixers. So that's how he ended up here.
So I spent Valentine's Day with you.
No, I spent it with you.
Man. And we were on TV the whole time.
We were on TV.
I had a white collared shirt on, button down with a red sweater vest. And you can see me. I was on the aisle. We had seats 15 and 14 and 15.
Yeah,
right on the aisle. Every time the ball was in front of the Miami Heat bench, you could see us.
Yeah, your bright red.
I was giving my daughter the heart thing.
Yeah.
You know how you do that?
I think at some point you told the Camry we were number 1 too.
Check out, go to 973ESPN.com. And you can see a picture of Nicky and I, how close we were we were like, right, we could touch them.
We could touch them, shake their hand. It was great. It was a fun time, even in the loss.
A lot of Miami fans around us. Did you notice that?
I guess because we were right behind the bench. Maybe family members, possibly. Yeah. Some fans made the trip. I don't know.
That was a lot of them, I thought. You
think
there's a lot of Miami Heat fans in this area?
I don't know.
Like Jimmy Butler, he didn't even play.
Yeah, he didn't play. He wasn't even there. I didn't even see him on the bench.
It was just a weird feeling for Valentine's Day. Walking into that stadium, Wells Fargo Center, just didn't have
not a lot of love.
No,
not a lot of love.
Not a lot of love. Now, while we're there, we're discussing, let's do something fun because today's our first show without Dave Clemick.
Yeah, no Clement M today.
No Clement M. The season's over. We'll have him in periodically throughout the spring and summer.
Right.
But no Clement M anymore.
No Clem M,
But
unfortunately.
in Clem M's in his place, we're gonna do something fun. We're gonna get the listeners involved. It's a snowy Saturday. We're gonna have some fun with this. So you're what generation are
I'm
you?
a Zoomer. I'm Gen Z.
Gen Z. I'm a baby boomer. We're gonna each pick a song, and we're gonna play the song for the peeps, and people can text in 609-403-0973 which song they like better.
Who's got the better
Who's
taste?
got the better taste in music? 609-403-0973. At the end of the show, we'll tally it up, and whoever wins, that song moves on to the next week, and then you get to pick another one. Or if I lose, I get to pick another one.
Yeah, exactly.
To challenge your song.
Yeah.
609-403-0973. Do you want to play your song first? Or do you want to play my song?
I want you to go first.
Yeah,
I'll let the
you're darn
boomer
right.
go first.
Now, we're going to give you about a minute. Let's go about a minute and 30.
All right.
That's not too long. Let's go a minute and 30. You got to give it taste. I don't know where you're starting it from, but my
30
song.
seconds in.
I just happened to hear the song and I went, "Oh yeah, let's go with that," because I like the song.
Yeah, you picked the loser.
It's "Shimmer" from Fuel. Sure to fade away again. Lavender and reality. All right, there it is. There's Shimmer from Fuel. That's my song that I picked. 609-403-0973. If you like this, they got to wait for Nikki's song.
Yeah.
Because Nikki might upset me. More people might text in your song, but the name of my song is Shimmer from Fuel. 609-403-0973. Nick, who do you have?
All right, so I didn't tell you. You had to tell me because I'm controlling the buttons.
That's right.
back here. So you had to tell me what your song
So
was.
you're gonna surprise me.
And I was like, huh? What song?
You didn't even know. You've never even heard that song.
I might
did
have
you?
heard it in passing before.
That's a great
but
song.
It's not bad.
I mean, my favorite band of all time is the Police.
It is.
Right?
That's why we come back from it from
But
break all the time.
I'm bringing out. I'm waiting to give you like if I move on, I'm waiting, or if I don't move on, I'm bringing out the heavy hitters.
Oh, I'm starting off with a heavy hitter. 2010s is like my prime, right? My prime time growing up.
Which I'm shocked you didn't know this song, "Shimmer from Fuel." That was a big song.
Yeah, it was.
Was
all
it
right.
2010? No,
that was 90s.
98.
98.
All right, 98.
I wasn't even born yet, Billy. Born in 2000.
All right, Nick, what 609-403-0973 is the text board. You're gonna pick either my song, "Shimmer," which you just heard, or Nikki's song. What do you got?
All right. So she performed at the halftime 2 years ago. I went with Rihanna and Calvin Harris. "We Found Love." We're standing side by side.
All right. I heard this song before. Who's this?
Rihanna.
Wow. Okay. Two good songs, I think.
So
All right.
that's what I
What's the name of the song?
"We Found Love" by
We
Rihanna.
Found Love by Rihanna, and mine is Shimmer by Fuel. 609-403-0973. We'll play them we'll play them in and out of breaks now.
Yeah, we'll come out.
One for yours, one for mine, so people can hear it. 609-403-0973 is our generational music challenge. 609-403-0973. Which song do you like? What song do you like better, I guess?
Yeah,
really. It comes down to
who's the
that.
better taste?
Shimmer from Fuel, which was my song, or
"We Found Love" by Rihanna.
Love by Rihanna. 0973 is, speaking of love, it was Valentine's Day.
It was. You see what I did there, right?
Yeah, I see what you did. It's very clever. Is there any love for Reddick? Are the Eagles going to look? The Eagles signed Reddick in 2022, right?
Right.
To a $30 million guarantee. He got $30 million guaranteed. $45 million contract, which at the time wasn't shabby. But his contract is now the 17th best or largest, 17th, which isn't big at all, for an edge rusher in the NFL.
So
he's the best edge rusher, one of the top 3 or 4 edge rushers in the league.
So at the time, even when he was signed, he felt like he was underpaid anyway.
Right.
And then he has that big year. They go to the Super Bowl, and it's like, wow, he's grossly underpaid. So now it was only a 3-year deal. So the rumor comes out right after we finished our show at Lascaux,
right?
Like a minute after.
As soon as we got off the air,
as soon as we got
pops up.
Yeah. So it comes out that he's got permission to find a trade. And then it comes out this week that, he doesn't really want to trade. So there's some leveraging here by both the Eagles and Reddick. He's heading into his age 30 season. He's going to be 30 years old this year. I don't know if the Eagles want to pay him all this money if he's going to start going on the decline. He's going to be in his 30s now.
And what was
I get it.
The Eagles always have a rule that they didn't really ink people to large deals after the age of 30.
There's certain guys like they draft, like they locked up Dallas Goedert.
Could they restructure the deal? Restructure it? Maybe
this is his last year. This is the last year on the deal. He's got to resign. He's got to sign an extension no matter what. Right. And he's going to want to get paid after what he produced. But as a front office, you don't want to look at what they've done. You want to look at their outlook going forward. Is he going to be a declining player when he hits his 30s? I don't know. I mean, edge rusher is a tough position, and they didn't use him right last year. So, I don't know.
He's due $15.5 million this year.
Yeah.
That's not chump change.
No.
In the standard of what he does, it's not that. He's underpaid. Would you agree?
I would say so. Yeah, I think.
But are you going to give somebody? You're going to give Hassan Reddick, who we like.
Yeah.
But he didn't towards the end of the season. Now I don't know if it's because remember he was getting dropped into coverage. He was being misused.
Yes,
because
100%.
He didn't sack. I don't think his last 4 games did he have a sack. Right?
Matt Patricia's dropping him in coverage as a linebacker. The guy's an edge rusher.
Desai.
Yeah, well, I know, but it's getting ridiculous. I can't.
His salary will count for 9% of the total cap.
Right.
By the way, the Eagles they're $20.3 million in cap space.
They'll have money to sign.
So they have money to sign players, and they need players on defense.
Do you think Fletcher Cox comes back? He's a free agent.
Would you bring him back?
I wouldn't. I love him.
Sometimes it's tough to say goodbye.
Yeah, sometimes you got to move on, and this defense needs to get younger. They got to build what they have.
So Lane Johnson's definitely back.
Yeah.
Is Kelsey coming back?
Well, that's another thing. If they're going to pay him, he was getting a lot of money on a 1-year deal. That'll take up a lot of cap room. So it would make sense for him to retire. That'll save the Eagles money. If you look at it that way, if he retires, that saves the Eagles a lot of money. I love Kelsey. It just feels like he's going to retire, though. I think he will retire. I don't think he'll save that money.
I don't think he is. If he hasn't retired now, he's not going to. That means he's still got a taste in his mouth. He saw what his brother just did. His brother just won a second or third Super
Jason
Bowl.
Kelsey was partying like he's retired. Wasn't he? He's been partying like he's retired.
He does that in Sea Isle.
I know. But he's been partying like he's retired. I don't know. If you saw the documentary, he's got kids. The family factor it plays a role, and I think that's going to be a huge play in if he comes back or not.
All right, 609-403-0973 is the text board. My song was "Shimmer" by Fuel. Nick Earnshaw is, what is it again?
What? Oh, We Found Love by
Rihanna. She was the Super Bowl 2 years ago.
2 years ago,
halftime show.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that song was from her.
Yeah.
All right. On the way back in, we'll play yours and then we'll play mine.
All right. Sounds good. We'll go back and forth.
609-403-0973. We'll have our listeners settle a score, Nick, to see what song moves on. 609-403-0973 is the text board. I want to remind people the first hour of the locker room is powered by Surety Title. Surety provides comprehensive title insurance protection and professional settlement services for home buyers and sellers, real estate agents, brokers, lenders, home builders, developers, and attorneys to facilitate your real estate purchases. From the shore to Center City and every place in between, Surety Title is there for you with 15 offices 15 office locations in New Jersey and PA. That's Surety Title. For more information, call my good friend Ron Conklin at 856-988-8900 to give the Ocean City office a call at 609-399-1227. Now, I'm here to tell you about the Stanton Insurance Group. SIG Protection are the what-ifs keeping you up at night. Life is full of surprises, but with the Stanton Insurance Group, you'll never, ever be caught off guard. Whether it's protecting your home, automobile, or business, Stanton will help you select the right insurance coverage at the right price to give you and your family peace of mind when you need it the most. Visit sigprotection.com for a free quote today. That's sigprotection.com. All right, when we return, we'll continue with more here in the locker room with Billy Schweim and Nick Earnshaw right here on 97.3 ESPN.
Stolen by winds up and throws it home on a windmill right hand. NBA All-Star Weekend on ESPN Radio. James Drive puts it up with an emphatic right hand. The 73rd NBA All-Star Game. Live from Indianapolis. Luka Doncic just won it for the Mavericks. The NBA All-Star Game. Tatum hammers a right-hand dunk. Coverage begins tomorrow at 7 Eastern with tip-off at 8 Eastern.
Listen to the NBA all season long on 97.3 ESPN.
Train presents The Unstoppables. Those captains of comfort, those gargantuans of the guarantee, those satisfaction savants who persevere perilously beyond probability as the raconteurs of reliability. Here's to Train's heralded heroes of heating and air conditioning, those comfort kings with a tireless tenacity for total turnaround. The Train Comfort Specialists. Just one more reason why it's hard to stop a train.
Hi, this is Joe Lenigan, owner of Lenigan Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. Call us today for your free train system quote at 609-399-1200 or online at ocnjplumber.com. And please don't forget to ask for the military and senior discount.
Call Lenigan. Call Lenigan.
Hi, this is Brian Propp, Flyer Hall of Famer. My wife Eileen and I opened a new health business in Marlton, New Jersey called Prime IV Hydration and Wellness.
Prime IV offers a range of IV hydration therapies designed to enhance your well-being, appearance, and performance. Look better, feel better, and perform better. Did you know that when you take oral vitamins, you only get 20 to 30% of the nutrient? IV therapy provides 100% absorption immediately into your bloodstream. Call us today at 856-545-1122 to get a free consult from our registered nurses. Again, 856-545-1122 to book your appointment or follow us on Facebook.
Hi, this is ex-Philadelphia Eagles tight end Ken Dunnick, and I'm the current publisher of Jersey Man and Philly Man magazine. And I'm asking you to become a Camden County police officer and help make our city a better place to live. The Camden County Police Department is now hiring for sworn officers who are going to make a difference in our community. The first year's salary for the position is $51,000. So join the effort today to be part of something bigger than yourself. Visit CamdenCountyPD.org to apply online. That's CamdenCountyPD.org. Thank you.
With GMF financing to qualified buyers excludes Corvette, excludes prior sales.
Big news! Bennett Chevy is celebrating President's Day all month long. All month, we're selling new Chevys at the GM supplier employee price. Not a penny more. Plus, you keep all the rebates. Yes, that's right. At Bennett Chevy, you get both, which could save you over 10%. That's thousands more in your pocket. Ask yourself, what other dealer gives you an offer this good? Nobody. That's who. Plus, there's available 1.9% financing. Hold on, there's more. Bennett is paying a mind-blowing minimum $10,000 for any old junker you can drive or tow our lot towards any pre-owned in stock. To be clear, 10 grand is the bare minimum. Now imagine how much you'll get for a good trade. One more thing. First time at Bennett, you're in for a treat. Unlike other dealers, our non-commissioned sales team isn't paid on how much you spend. They're rewarded based on your satisfaction. Trust me, it makes a huge difference. Together, let's drive. Bennett Chevy, Egg Harbor Township, and BennettChevy.com.
You're into the locker room with
Side by side, Schweiner.
All right. I like the song, but I don't think it competes with Fuel.
Oh, it's competing. Oh, it's competing.
I know we're getting a great response so far. 609-403. It's a generational music selection. You're Gen Z. And what are you again?
Yeah, I'm Gen Z, you
Gen
boomer.
Z.
Come on, boomer.
Let me write this down. I'm a baby boomer. You're Gen Z. By the way, we did get a text. Somebody said, "What about the flowers you were giving?"
Yeah, so I'll read a couple of the text messages that have came in with the votes. First vote of the day goes from Nick from South Jersey. We found love by 4.
Okay.
So great name, great choice, Nick.
We
great
found
job.
love by Rihanna.
So that's the first. So I counted them up.
What's the score right now?
4-4.
4-4. All right,
We're tied.
read some of the text messages.
All right. Hey, Bill, it's Kathy Warren. Shimmer.
Yeah, Kathy Warren, Scott's wife. All right.
All right. 2 great songs to start the contest. Both are winners. I'll go with Shimmer by Fuel.
Yeah, who was that?
This is Jeff and OC.
Thank you, Jeff.
And Jeff also added, if Billy supplied the tickets, did Nikki supply the flowers on February 14th?
No, but you did pay for a couple of adult beverages.
I did get a couple of adult beverages for Billy.
By the
So
way,
that's better than flowers.
We paid you. We bought 2. When we first walked in, we bought 2 beers.
We did.
$33.
Yeah.
Oh, come on, man.
Yeah.
That's
it was
a little.
brutal.
That's a little bit brutal.
It was
That's a
brutal.
little. Come on.
30.
What are they trying to discourage beer sales in there with that?
We
$33.
Hey,
for
I'm
2
the more on the
beer.
bottom, Billy. I'm the more on the bottom.
And then I bought 1. You wanted water after that.
Yeah, I was drinking water after that.
609-403-0973. Read a couple more text messages.
All right. Billy and Nick, Denise and I had a blast last week at La Scala's with you and the team, voting for Nick's song since I never heard of yours, Billy.
Oh, my God.
Excited that spring training is kicking off. Be there next Monday. Go Phils. Paul from OC.
All right,
Paul,
big
great
Paul.
choice. Great
Paul,
choice.
I'm going to have to talk to you on a beach.
All right. Matt in Delaware. I'm with Billy on the
Yeah,
generational
boy, Matt.
music pick. Shiver it is.
Yeah, man.
All right.
Fuel.
Couple more.
I just happened to hear. So I'm riding around and I heard the song. I'm like, it brought back memories. I said, you know what? That's going to be my leadoff song.
Yeah. Not a good leadoff hitter for you.
609-403-0973. The generational music challenge between the Gen Zer and the baby boomer.
The Zoomer and the Boomer.
The Zoomer and the Boomer. Let's get back to we were talking about Reddick and a little bit of football, but a little football news too. How about the Super Bowl was the largest viewed Super Bowl ever, Nick?
Doesn't shock me. Doesn't shock me.
123.7 million viewers and that included television and streaming platforms.
That's amazing. How about that's a big audience, isn't it? But you know what's crazy about that is like if you look around the world, like you look at the World Cup, the Olympics,
right?
It's not even a fraction. It's barely a fraction of that. Like there's billions that tune into which is
Soccer.
crazy.
That's 'cause
Yeah.
the rest of the world watches soccer.
Yeah, they watch soccer. So
it's a 7%
crazy.
increase from last year because last year was a great. By the way, I thought about this.
Mhm.
This was a great Super Bowl, and obviously because of the closeness of it, went to overtime and all that stuff. But last year's Super Bowl was every bit as entertaining, if not more, because of all the scoring.
Yeah.
What'd you say?
So if you
or
go,
is it just because I'm saying that because it was
no.
Eagles were in it?
No, I don't think you're just saying that because it was the Eagles and the Chiefs. I think the Eagles and Chiefs Super Bowl, that was a classic. I mean, it was back and forth the entire game, and it came down to the final minutes too. This one obviously went into overtime, but I think last year's the Eagles and Chiefs, even though the Eagles lost, which we're still stung by.
Right.
It was the more entertaining game. Like for a while in this game, it was a little boring. It was very defensive oriented.
That's fine because isn't that how all championships are won by defense, right?
Right, I agree. Not San Francisco's defense, not San Francisco's.
But I was pulling for the Chiefs as much as I always root for the underdog. I was still pulling for the Chiefs because I don't like the 49ers. I know they're complainers. They beat us. They came in and they kicked our A double scribble, right? They embarrassed us.
True. I'm not going
to root for a team that did that.
I don't want to say I was rooting for the Chiefs. I was like, I'm glad to see the 49ers lose. That's how I like. And you saw who was better prepared. The Chiefs were better prepared. They knew the overtime rules. How do you not go over the overtime rules?
So let me ask you this question:
What are you doing?
Is Patrick Mahomes? He's on pace to tying Tom Brady. I mean, if he continues it right now, they're the same age. I think Mahomes. I read where Mahomes is a month younger.
Billy,
what?
He's on his way.
Right?
He's on his way. I can't. If you
see, Tom Brady played a long time.
He did, and what's crazy about Brady is he won a lot of those Super Bowls in his 30s.
Yeah,
which is he won a lot of those lately. Right,
but Mahomes is a better athlete than Tom Brady.
So will he have a shorter career than Brady?
That's the only fan.
because Brady was more of a pocket passer. And didn't get his much, played till he was 45. Does Mahomes play till he's 45? I don't know. But if you look at the numbers side by side up to their age 28 seasons, Mahomes is ahead of them by like a good margin in a bunch of different categories, almost every category.
Yeah.
Statistically, it's mind-boggling. Like completion percentage,
And how about
touchdowns.
Travis Kelce and Mahomes are passing Jerry Rice and Joe Montana?
Yeah.
It just doesn't seem. I don't know. It just.
If
you would have asked me, I would have said Rice and Montana.
Yeah.
But
No.
how about that?
I got a question
They're
for
going to break
you.
that because they got at least 3 years left together, right?
Oh my
2 or 3
goodness,
years
yeah.
here.
Kelsey's going to have a couple more years left. I mean, Mahomes is not even 29.
The Chiefs are a young team.
Yes.
They're not old team.
No, they're going to be and they didn't have like great receivers this year. I mean, they had trouble catching the ball all year. I mean, even the Eagles game, they dropped the game-winning touchdown.
By the way, you know what my prediction was?
What was your prediction?
Chiefs 27, 49ers 21.
That's pretty close. You were
20,
close.
25, 22.
I said 34-33. It didn't get up to the 30.
Schweiner's right on it, man.
Is he?
Schweiner's
Sometimes.
Right, I was right on
On occasion. On occasion. Now, I got this question for you. I've had this discussion with a buddy of mine. Is Travis Kelce the greatest tight end ever? Is he better than Gronk? I think he might. I think he might be.
First, I got to list your top 5.
Top 5 tight ends. All right. No order.
I interviewed one of them.
No order. Ready?
I interviewed one at the Super Bowl, courtesy of the John R. Elliott Hero Campaign, Blitz's Markets, and Captain Chucky's.
Okay, I gotta go.
They sent me to the Super
They
Bowl.
did.
Yeah,
They did. It was a great interview, by the way.
Absolutely. Thank you.
All right. So Kelce, Gronk, Tony
Or
Gonzalez.
is this in order?
No order. No
Oh,
order.
okay.
No order. Tony Gonzalez, Shannon Sharp, and I'll go Kellen Winslow.
Kellen Winslow.
Yeah, I'll go Winslow. No order. But
By the
that's
way,
top
last
5.
night I watched Football Life.
Did you?
I love that show. You ever watch a football?
Yeah,
Life?
they have a bunch of them. Which one did you watch?
I watched Tony Gonzalez.
Oh, you watched Tony Gonzalez?
He was a very shy, introverted kid. Even though he had size, he said he was getting bullied in high school.
And now he's on television.
And now he's like one of the greatest tight ends ever.
Yeah, and he's on television now.
I
He's
would
got
have
all
to-
personality.
So I would have to say Gronk, Kellen Winslow.
In order?
Not in order.
Okay.
Tony Gonzalez,
Okay.
Kelsey, and
Shannon Sharp.
Shannon Sharp. I would have to say Shannon Sharp. I mean, those are the names that jump out at me. Those 5.
Yeah, those
I'd
5.
have to agree with you.
Yeah, I think that's a top 5. Now, who's the best? You might have to get. I mean, Kelsey's got the Super Bowls.
I don't know.
Statistics.
Yeah.
They got the record now,
So-
passing Rice. I mean,
Right? Yeah.
he might be.
He might be.
He's like before the Taylor Swift thing and the stardom.
Like
he was
who
the best tight end in
who
the
was
league.
Joe Montana's? I don't even remember who his tight end was.
Oof,
Frank. Was it?
I forget. I mean, I wasn't alive, so I wouldn't even know. I'm a Zoomer.
Yeah, but it's not anybody that sticks out in my mind.
Yeah, I mean, Rice was his go-to guy. I mean, it's funny that like Brady's go-to guy.
We'll have to look it up.
Brady's go-to guy was a tight end,
Was a tight end.
and Mahomes' go-to guy was a tight end. How about that? It's pretty crazy. Like that. That's how much the tight end position has morphed into a receiver position.
All right, 609-403-0973 is the text board. Nick, you want to play my song right now, real quick? A little bit of it.
I'll give you a little.
As we're on our way out, I'll read
little
it.
taste.
You play it. I'll read it. I got to make a read here.
Yeah, go ahead.
My song. All right, Captain Chucky's in Seattle. I want to tell you about Seattle. Captain Chucky's in Seattle while you listen to my song, Shimmer. All right, try their famous crab cake, steamed shrimp, selection of soups and appetizers, Marciano's stuffed breads, pierogies from the Pierogi Kitchen, stock pound cake, and more. Just take, bake, and enjoy. Call 609-905-CRAB. That's 609-905-CRAB. Visit CaptainChuckySeattle.com for their menu. Stand there and say hello to John and Kathy McCann. They're located at 4111 Landis Avenue in Seattle to see all they have to offer. Online ordering and local delivery is available. Captain Chucky's in Seattle. It's crab with an attitude. All right. The first hour of the locker room is powered by Surety Title. Surety provides comprehensive title insurance protection, professional settlement services for home buyers and sellers, real estate agents, brokers, lenders, home builders, developers, and attorneys to facilitate your real estate purchase. From the shortest side of the city and every place in between, Surety Title is there for you. The 15 office locations in New Jersey, PA, that's Surety Title. For more information, call my good friend Ron 988-8900. You can use the office call 609-399-1227. 609-403-0973 is the text board. It's between We Found Love, Brianna, correct, or My Choice, which is Shimmer All right, when we return, we're here in the locker room with Phillies Swine and Nick Earnshaw. 7-3 ES.
Coming up on the next edition of the Sports Bash with Mike Gill.
Coming up on Monday, show. We'll look back at this weekend in Philly sports. Pirates against the Devils. Phillies full team workouts are underway with Rick Merrifield in the mix. How does it in? Look at the and more. That's all Monday right here on the back.
The Sports Bash, weekdays from 2 to 6 p.m. on 97.3 ESPN and the free mobile app.
It's a pizza like you never had before. Eat it or take it home, no matter where you go. Rendezvous Pizza, the tastiest you find. Rendezvous Pizza, the tastiest you find.
Why would you call anyone else besides Randazzo's Pizzeria and Family Restaurant, 34th and Asbury Avenue in Ocean City. Open year-round, 7 days a week, offering free delivery on the whole island and to the beach. Pizza, pasta, salads, entrees, subs, paninis, and wraps. Voted best of the shore. Call 814-1600. 814-1600.
Rendezvous Pizza, the tastiest you find. Rendezvous Pizza, the tastiest.
Hey everybody, Tim Chu with ticksforgood.org. How would you like to go to the Final Four? That's right, at ticksforgood.org, we are giving away 2 tickets to the men's basketball Final Four in Phoenix, Arizona. Go to ticksforgood.org to learn how you can enter to win 2 tickets to the men's basketball Final Four in Phoenix, Arizona, round-trip airfare, and 3 nights accommodations. This prize is brought to us locally by Tri-City Kitchens, South Jersey's leader in custom cabinetry. Visit ticksforgood.org to learn how to win.
Every year, hundreds of children suffer from unintentional injuries or death due to unsecured guns. Camden County and Moms Demand Action South Jersey are asking for your help to reduce gun violence by spreading the Be Smart message.
Store guns unloaded, locked, and separate from ammunition. And talk to other parents about secure gun storage.
It's up to us to prevent these tragedies and save lives. Visit CamdenCounty.com/Be Smart to learn how we can stop gun accidents and deaths together.
For John's 60th birthday, his family planned to drive down Old Route 66. But the trip took a detour when his wife got sick with RSV. It's a highly contagious virus that can lead to breathing problems and hospitalizations.
This year, we don't want to cancel our plans. We're protecting ourselves with Pfizer's RSV vaccine, Abrysvo, respiratory syncytial virus vaccine.
Abrysvo, a vaccine to prevent lower respiratory disease from RSV in people 60 years and older. It's not for everyone and may not protect all who receive it. Don't get Abrysvo if you've had an allergic reaction to its ingredients. A weakened immune system may decrease your response. Most common side effects are tiredness, headache, injection site pain, and muscle pain. For full prescribing information, please call 1-844-989-7284 or visit abrysvo.com.
So don't wait. Ask your pharmacist or doctor about Pfizer's RSV vaccine, Abrysvo, because every breath matters.
You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schwein on 97.3 ESPN and the free mobile app.
Back broadcasting live from the Toms River Auto Group studio right here in Northville. Billy Schwein. Nick Earnshaw produced and co-hosted today. We got our generational music challenge. Nick picked a song. I picked a song. People text in at 609-403-0973. Pick the song they like. Whatever taste they like.
Yeah.
Pick the song, and then if whoever wins, that song moves on to the next week, and the challenger has to pick another song.
Got to pick a new song to beat it.
To beat it. 609-403-0973. Now, before the break, we were talking about tight ends, and some of the tight ends I couldn't remember. But how can I remember? How can I forget the catch? The tight ends for the 49ers, but it wasn't his goat. Like Jerry Rice was his go-to guy,
right? Obviously,
who was it? Was Dwight Clark?
Dwight Clark was.
We got a text message.
Yeah. They just said Dwight Clark. They wanted.
And it was the other Brett Jones.
Brent Jones,
but he wasn't like. I mean, they were solid tight ends, but they're not in the top 5.
I don't know about top.
I mean, the catch
Top
was
five.
great.
Yeah.
Something you'll
It's a
never
great
forget.
moment.
Right. It's a
great
great
moment.
NFL moment.
That's like Mario.
He was a big part of that team, but he wasn't like Gronkowski or Kellen Winslow or anything like that.
No, I mean,
don't remember
these guys won Super Bowls.
Right.
Like they're at the top
Look,
of their
Super
game.
Bowl winning teams have great players.
Yeah.
You have to have great players
Yeah.
to win a Super Bowl.
And they had the statistics to back it up. So they had pretty much the whole 9.
You going to read off some text messages?
Yeah.
I hear you're pulled ahead of me.
I did pull ahead of you. It's 5-4, the vote right now. 5-4.
Come on,
I'm in
people.
the lead. Nick, absolutely. One of my favorite songs, best halftime show ever, Julie Grimes.
All right, Julie Grimes. How about
Text
Julie's in there?
Rihanna.
Well, I get. Look, I got to be honest. It's a good pick by you.
Yeah.
Solid pick.
I'm
trying to
coming to win. Are you kidding me? I don't go
609-403-0973. We Found Love by Rihanna.
Yes.
His Nick's pick. And my pick is Shimmer by Fuel.
Yeah.
All right. You're up 5-4. 609-403-0973.
I came into this like I was studying on the way here. I was studying so hard to try and pick a winner today.
I wasn't
an hour.
like I just like a song that stuck with
because you didn't.
I
prepare.
happened to hear it this
You're
week.
like the 49ers. You didn't prepare. You didn't prepare like the
that's
49ers.
not true at all. I just let whatever it had to come to me.
Yeah.
It had to come to me. And it came to me. And that song was like, oh man, I remember that song.
I was feeling it on the way.
Let's start off with that.
I was deciding between 2 songs on the way in because I was like, I don't know which one I want to go with. And I think I picked the right one. We're an hour in and I'm in the lead. So we're off to a great start. But I drove past the studios today because I was jamming out. So I'm not kidding. I had to bust a Yui coming back.
609-403-0973. Which song fits your taste better?
The generational gap.
Generational gap between Nick Earnshaw and the Schweiner.
Coming to win.
609-403-0973. We Found Love by Rihanna up against Shimmer by Fuel.
Yes.
609-403-0973. Now on the other side, Nick, we're going to get the book, the sports book Consigliere, Dave Sharapan, live from Las Vegas. And I want to talk to him since he's been living out in Vegas for some time now. His family's there. What did he think from a local's perspective of how well Las Vegas did?
Right.
And by the way, how about the shooting?
Oh, awful.
I mean, come on.
Awful.
Like, we have problems with people with, like, we can't get into it, but it's
sad.
It's sad, man.
It's sad.
A parade celebrating a Super Bowl win.
Yep. It was
The
supposed to be a
Chiefs,
fun event.
Three Super Bowl wins in 5 years.
Yep.
And it's marred by gun violence.
Yeah. Sad. It's awful. Condolences, prayers to the families affected out there. It was awful. And I saw that
You
notification.
see that, and you're like,
yeah,
I mean, it just wrecks your whole day.
yeah, because you saw. I mean, there was videos out there before.
How about the guys that jumped on the scooter?
Hero. That was
So
unbelievable.
regular, like, good Samaritans.
Unbelievable to see.
Nice
that.
tackle too.
Great tackle.
Took him out.
Yeah.
And the 2 guys jumped on him. It looked like one of the wife or the daughter, the one guy, moved the gun away.
Yeah.
Did you see that?
Yeah. It was unreal. I mean.
And the Chiefs players really did a great job.
Yeah, I know Pat Mahomes and his wife went and visited the hospital. I know Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift each donated $100,000.
That's awesome.
To the victim. Yep.
So Nick, do you think parades will be like, now we got to worry about parades?
It's just so.
So you know
sickening.
what, Nick? Back in the day when the Flyers won the
Right.
Stanley Cup in 73, 74, 74, 75, I had an opportunity to talk to Joe Watson, and I'll tell that story on the other side if we get the book because we got to wrap things up.
Yeah, it's so sad to see that would happen in Kansas City. The heroes that jumped on that guy,
Because
they saved lives.
The story I'm going to tell, I just talked to Joe Watson about how close they were to the fans, and how things have changed.
Yeah, it's different because I attended the Eagles parade in 2017, and like we were kind of
but the players are up on these tall
boats.
They're up on top of you can't get anywhere near the players unless they come out like Jason Kelce was out.
Yeah.
I
high-fived Jason Kelce. We were in front of the art museum, and we were like kind of on the corner of the circle,
right?
And a bunch of players came down, high-fiving us and all. So that was pretty cool. I don't know how
you
that
think that's gonna. You think that's gonna affect?
I don't know. I don't know. I maybe it depends. I guess it depends on each locality.
What do they say? A feel bad apple spoil it for the whole bunch.
Yep, for everyone.
Isn't how it is with everything in life?
Yep. Always a few.
A few bad apples spoil it for everyone.
A fun event too.
Right,
Like
a fun event.
Celebration.
A celebration. You don't have to be a Chiefs fan.
No.
I mean, I'm bummed out that it wasn't us. I think it should have
obviously.
been us. You got off to a 10-1 start, Nick.
I know.
Did you think we'd be out of the playoffs in the first round this year?
No, I did not think the season would turn that way. Losing almost every game to end the season, and then getting bounced by the Buccaneers.
By the Buccaneers. By the way, I told you this last week, this list scouts. I stood right next to Baker Mayfield. He's a lot like we thought. Buddy Hield. He's solid. He's cut.
He's built.
Chiseled. He's built.
Yeah.
He might not be the tallest guy. He's 6'1", 6'2".
Well, you're saying Cam Newton's huge.
Cam Newton was huge.
Well,
Cam Newton looked like he's going to be playing in the NBA.
Are you 5'8", 5'9"?
I'm 5'8".
Okay, I got like 2 inches on.
Yeah,
you.
I'm not
5'10".
I'm not that tall.
I'm 5'10".
But I mean, it was just so. I'd like to get the books perspective on what the Vegas put on the show, because look, Sin City's like
that's a place to hold.
Have you ever been to Vegas?
I've never been to Vegas. Hopefully, I get out.
You got to get to Vegas.
I will be in New Orleans next year for the Saints-Eagles game. That's where I will be next year.
609-403-0973 is the text board. Get into our musical challenge between generations, the generation gap. Nikki's got We Found Love by Rihanna. I've got Shimmer by Fuel. 609-403-0973 is the text board. On the other side, hopefully we'll talk with the sportsbook consigliere Dave Sharapan. We'll continue with our Flyers talk on the other side. They play the Devils tonight up there at the stadium, MetLife Stadium Series outside game. That'll be fun. That's an 8 o'clock puck drop. All that and more coming up next here on the Locker Room with Billy Schweiman, Nicky Earnshaw, right here on 97.3 ESPN and the 97.3 ESPN mobile app.
It's Flyers Devils Stadium Series game live from MetLife Stadium tonight on 97.3 ESPN and the 97.3 ESPN free mobile app. Listen as Tim Saunders and Todd Fedor bring you all the exciting play-by-play action. Coverage begins at 8 p.m. It's Flyers hockey all season long on South Jersey's radio home for Philadelphia Flyers hockey, 97.3 ESPN and the 97.3 ESPN free mobile app.
Join Mark Patrick seminars and lose the weight or stop smoking for $49.99 guaranteed. Today at the Shore Club, Cape May Courthouse. Weight loss seminars at 11 a.m. Stop smoking seminar at 2 p.m. Get info and register at markpatrickseminars.com.
With GMF financing to qualified buyers, excludes Corvette, excludes prior sales.
Big news! Bennett Chevy is celebrating President's Day all month long. All month, we're selling new Chevys at the GM supplier employee price. Not a penny more. Plus, you keep all the rebates. Yes, that's right. At Bennett Chevy, you get both, which could save you over 10%. That's thousands more in your pocket. Ask yourself, what other dealer gives you an offer this good? Nobody. That too. Plus, there's available 1.9% financing. Hold on, there's more. Bennett is paying a mind-blowing minimum $10,000 for any old junker you can drive or tow to our lot towards any pre-owned in stock. To be clear, $10,000 is the bare minimum. Now imagine how much you'll get for a good trade. One more thing. First time at Bennett, you're in for a treat. Unlike other dealers, our non-commissioned sales team isn't paid on how much you spend. They're rewarded based on your satisfaction. Trust me, it makes a huge difference. Together, let's drive. Bennett Chevy, Egg Harbor Township, and BennettChevy.com.
It seems like everywhere you look right now, someone is sick. This year, prepare your family for airborne invaders like bacteria, pollen, and yes, germs with Navage Nasal Care. Navage flushes ultra-pure, refreshing saline in one nostril, around the back of the nose, and out of the other nostril. Navage sucks out viruses, dust, and other airborne particles, all the stuff that gets trapped in your nose, making you miserable. Don't get caught empty-handed this winter. Get Navage, the drug-free solution that helps you breathe easier, sleep better, and feel healthier. Even better, Navage is HSA, FSA eligible, so Navage is a great way to spend those funds before they expire. Don't wait a minute longer. Buy Navage today and you'll breathe easier knowing you're putting your funds to good use. Navage is available online at Navage.com or Walmart, Walgreens, CVS, and Rite Aid. Navage, N-A-V-A-G-E. Clean nose, healthy life.
97.3 ESPN has teamed up with Seize the Deal for incredible weekly offers from some fantastic local restaurants. Here's this week's big deal.
Get $50 in gift cards good for use at Crossroads Bar and Grill in Egg Harbor City for just $25.
This great deal is on sale now at SeizeTheDeal.com. Hurry, chances are this deal will sell quickly. For more info on this great deal, go to seizethedeal.com.
South Jersey's official play-by-play home of the Eagles, Sixers, and Flyers.
At 0 point would I ever consider not being a fan of the team.
97.3 ESPN, WENJ, WENJ HD, Millville, Atlantic City. A Town Square media station serving all of South Jersey.
Welcome to the locker room.
Vince Papali, welcome to the locker room.
I can smell it already, Philly.
Von Hayes, welcome to the locker room with Billy Schwein.
Yeah, hey, Billy, how you doing out there?
Rich Gannon, welcome to the locker room, Rich.
Thanks, Dennis. It's great to be with you.
Great Bob McElwee, NFL referee.
Hey, Bill, how you doing?
Craig Berube. Craig, welcome to the locker room.
All right, thanks, Billy.
We have the real Pat Croce in the locker room.
And now here's your host, Billy Schwein.
All right, we're back broadcasting live at the Toms River Auto Group studio right here in Northfield. Billy Schwein, Nick Earnshaw producing, co-hosting today, as it's a Saturday morning, a little snow out there. My daughter, I just got a picture of my daughter. She's making a snowman.
Oh, how about that? It's the wet snow.
Yeah, it's good. You can pack it.
Yeah, throw snowballs.
We're in the middle of a challenge. Our musical generation challenge between me and Nick. Obviously, we're from two different generations. I'm a baby boomer. Nikki is the Gen Z.
I am.
609-403-0973 is the text board. Our song, we picked the song. This is our musical challenge to see which song people like better. It's, has nothing to do with, I picked it and you picked it. Yeah. You picked yours, and whoever wins moves on to the next week, and I got to come up with a song to beat you next week if I lose.
But it's looking like you're going to lose.
What's the score now?
It's 6-5. I am in the lead.
Where are all my baby boomer listeners?
They're not going to fax it in, Billy, all right? They're not going to fax in their answers, all right?
609-403-0973. Shimmer by Fuel is my choice today. You are
We Found Love
by Rihanna.
Yeah, so we got a text in from Johnny G. He said, sorry, Billy.
What?
But Rihanna. Fuel. All I know about
Johnny
fuel
G.
is gas is expensive.
Rent is too damn high.
Listen,
he went with you.
He went with me.
I'll have to talk to him.
He went with me. The Zoomers are going to come out on top.
Those Haddonfield Bulldogs I'm going to watch.
You got to watch out for him.
Yeah, man. He went to school with Dave Stanton Insurance.
All right.
Those guys were classmates.
He's put me ahead. Johnny G put me ahead.
Johnny G went with you.
Johnny G put me ahead.
I have to talk to him.
Listen, we're 1 hour in. The fastest.
Johnny G went with you.
Yes, he's on my side.
And now you're up 6-5.
Up 6-5.
I play my song. I got to hear my song. People pumped up for it. No. Come on, man. This is a great song.
It's not beating me. I'm sorry. It's not beating We Found Love.
Turn up a little bit. Shimmers again. Yeah, that's got some energy right there.
Energy. Compared to mine?
I play yours.
All right. Mine in the club goes.
I actually
nuts.
like yours, but it's not beating mine.
You're in the club. You're in your car. You're happy.
It's a good song. It's a good song. Both songs are good, but we'll see what the listeners like. 609-403-0973. Our generational music challenge. The Gen Zer against the baby.
Zoomer and Boomer.
All right. We're waiting for the sportsbook Consigliere. Yeah, he
has not
he's
checked
not out
in
of bed
yet.
yet. I'm going to text him. He's on West Coast time. So I was getting ready to tell you a story, and I just got a text message from our good buddy Tom Jackson, from Tom Jackson and Sons Electrical, who is a great advertiser here on the show. Tom talking about the parade because we were talking about the tragedy, the shooting.
Right.
But back in the 70s, 73, 74, Tom said he attended both Flyers parades.
Mm-hmm.
The first parade, Nick, you could go up. They were in convertibles, like sitting like a pageant, like the queen of the homecoming queen sits on the back of the convertible and waves at everybody. That's what the Flyers did in 73, 74. Okay. They were getting mauled. And that story about Joe Watson told me that he was, had a handout and everything.
Yeah.
And somebody just took his Super Bowl ring right off his finger. And Ed Snyder put out a plea.
The Stanley Cup ring.
The Stanley Cup ring.
You said Super Bowl ring.
Well, did I say Super Bowl ring?
Wrong.
Stanley Cup ring.
Yeah.
Pulled it off him. And
I think he.
Did I tell you that? And then they eventually got it back. He put out a plea, I guess, on radio stations, TV stations back then.
I remember that story.
And they got it back.
Yeah, I've heard that story.
And
before.
Mr. Snyder gave that person season tickets to the Flyers.
Yeah, I've heard that story before. That's an incredible story.
But then Tom Jackson says the following year they were up on 6 feet high flatbed trucks.
Oh, okay.
So it was a little bit more. Now they're up on these big
buses,
platform trucks, like the double-decker buses and stuff like that, and these big floats that are way, way up. Now you can interact. Like Jason Kelsey came out and he was high-fiving people.
Yeah, and even Mahomes and the Chiefs, they were interacting with the fans, but there's barricades and all in front of you now, so it's not like. I guess there were barricades
but a
back
barricade's
then.
not going to stop. I mean, gun violence is like
it's
so
not
out
gonna
of
stop
control.
that.
Like,
yeah, it's crazy. It's awful. It was an awful thing.
I just can't. It just sickens me that's what happened.
A few bad apples are gonna ruin it for everyone else. It sucks.
That's a song too, by the way.
You gonna pick that one too?
You know who sings it? The Jackson 5. One bad apple don't spoil the whole bunch, girl. You look for that one.
I'm getting texts as we speak.
All right.
Joe and EHT.
Come on, Joe.
Clearly Billy.
Yeah, that's right, Joe.
So he just tied it up.
Tied it up 6-6.
Oh, yeah.
That's a barn burner. 609-403-0973. We're having our generational music challenge between Nick, who's a Gen Zer, and me, who's a baby boomer. Now, this wasn't my I like the song, but I'm not like you. Everybody knows that I'm a big Police fan, right? So if I have to bring out the heavy hitters next couple of weeks, you know where I'm going. But I just thought I heard this song and I like, you know what? I'm gonna start off with this song.
Yeah. Oh, it's tied.
609-403-0973. I picked Shimmer from Fuel. Nick picked We Found Love by Rihanna.
Mm-hmm.
Both songs got great beats. Now, let's talk a little Philadelphia Phillies.
Let's do it.
Because we're waiting for the book. I guess we're not going to get the book.
Yeah, book's not in yet.
Let me text him.
So we'll wait for the book.
The Philadelphia Phillies. Are the Philadelphia Phillies, Nick? I'm going to ask you this question.
Okay.
Are the Philadelphia Phillies in need of one more big bat or one more arm?
I don't think they need another bat. I think maybe another arm. I think this is a really good team still, Billy. I don't think they have to go crazy. I think the bullpen might need another piece at some point. They're probably going to head into the season with the bullpen they have now. It's a wonder who's going to close. Maybe Sir Anthony, possibly.
So the bullpen, I think, if you had to choose one area where they need improvement, I would say the bullpen, because the starting lineup is going to look like this: Wheeler, Nola, Taijuan Walker. Sanchez.
Yep, Christopher Sanchez.
And who's the fifth one?
So you said
Walker, Nola. Oh, what's his name? Oh my God, come on.
You're blanking?
You are too. Who's the fifth one?
I don't know. I'm blanking too.
Oh my gosh.
Phillies fine.
Jeez,
you got me to blank too. It's
Ranger Suarez. How can we forget him?
We're a Ranger.
Come on.
We're blanking.
Senior moment.
But
that's the starting. That's the starting rotation.
Yeah. So it'll go Wheeler, Nola, Ranger.
By the way, Sanchez pitched really well.
Yeah, Sanchez was great. He had a great year last year. I like where the Phillies were at right now. I think they'll be okay. Now we heard the rumors about Jordan Montgomery could possibly be in. I don't know. I think Whit Merrifield might be the most that Dave Dombrowski goes out and gets.
And when you said you loved,
I love it.
You love
it's a great bench piece.
I mean, I like it, but I mean,
I love it.
Okay,
I love it. It's a week of love. All right, we found.
So I would say the one area where they need the most improvement would be the bullpen.
Yeah.
Although if you look at the bullpen, I mean, they added Max Castillo, right? Spencer Turnbull. Nick Nelson, Mick Abel, could they jump in there maybe?
Mick's is more of a starting pitcher. Mick, I don't know if he's ready yet either to come up just yet. And Andrew Painter's still hurt. I think they're okay where they're at. I really do. I like their pitching
How
staff.
about are they a little short in the outfield? I mean,
No, they just signed Whit Merrifield.
Well, he's a total utility. He can
Yeah,
play,
but he can play the
infield and outfield.
Yeah, he can play the outfield. Marsh is probably going to be ready for opening day. I think they'll be okay.
Rojas in center.
Rojas, if they have enough in the outfield now by signing Whit Merrifield, that they're going to be okay. They have depth there now, and they have depth on the bench. Like that, that's a great piece that I think they signed. He could start a bunch of games. He could platoon in center field. If Rojas needs to start in AAA to start the year, that's fine. So I like where the Phillies are at. Pitching, you could never have enough pitching. So if they could go out, maybe get a starter, another reliever, that's where I'm at with the Phillies. I think they're okay. They have a really good team. I mean, they were just in the World Series 2 years ago and the NLCS last year. They're ready to go.
Rojas actually batted pretty well in the regular season.
He did.
He hit 302.
Yeah,
but he got to the playoffs. He was 4 for 30 something.
They knew how to pitch to him.
He was 4 for 43.
And he's had trouble hitting breaking balls.
But defensively, he saved a couple games. I mean, he made a couple really outstanding plays.
Well, that's why he got called up, mainly because
Plus,
of his defense.
Experience. Every athlete we've ever talked to, what's the one thing they say? The more experience you get, the better off you are.
He's been there and done that now. You know what I mean? So, like, he's been in a postseason game.
Trey Turner got off to a slow start last year. And they did have him in the one hole.
Right.
But in the first 480 at bats, he batted 235 with only 10 home runs. Over his last 211 plate appearances, he hit 337 with 16 homers. Does he come out? And remember, they had that World Baseball Classic last year.
And Rob Thompson talked about this week in a press conference. They're all going to have a full spring training this year. Everyone gets a full spring training. He kind of likened, I'm just paraphrasing what Rob Thompson said. He likened Trey Turner to going to the World Baseball Classic. Didn't really get to acclimate with the Phillies to start the year, so that could have been part of it. Schwarber was at the World Baseball Classic, so he didn't get to acclimate with this team, and they didn't get to be as cohesive to start the year last year.
Okay.
So I think that was part of it, and I kind of agree with Rob Thompson there a little bit. So I think a full spring training with these guys, I think they'll come out better than they did last year. I don't think they'll be as slow.
Because the Braves. They're going to be more, they're right back where they were, I think.
Yeah, I think they.
And they got a chip on. They've lost 2 years in a row to the Phillies in the playoffs.
In the playoffs, after winning like all these games, winning the division 2 years in a row, and you get bounced by the wild card Phillies 2 years in a row. So they're gonna have a chip on their shoulder. They have the MVP in Ronald Acuna. They're a good team. The Atlanta's a good team.
Spencer Strider.
Yeah, they're a good.
By the way, Charlie Morton. He's like when he was in Philadelphia.
Yeah,
he didn't do anything. He goes to the Braves. He pitches really well. I mean, I don't get that.
It's great. They know how to develop talent there. The Phillies have had trouble. I mean, it took them a long time to get to this point, Billy. I mean, they decide a lot of these guys they've signed in this core have been free agents, right? Bryce Harper, Kyle Schwarber, Castellanos, Trey Turner. A lot of these guys have been guys they signed from free agency or via trade. Like now they finally started to develop guys like Alec Boehm, Bryson Stott.
By the way, he just won arbitration.
He did.
So the Phillies got to pay more money.
Yeah. More money to Alec Boehm deserved it. He's been great.
Yeah, he has been. He
wasn't great in the playoffs.
I'm excited.
Year,
I can't wait.
I can't
Pitchers
wait.
and catchers.
And
that full workout on Monday.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward. All right. For over 83 years, the Circle Liquor Store has offered the best selection of beer, wine, and spirits in South Jersey. It's a stone's throw away from Ocean City. It's a landmark with a friendly staff. It's no wonder why Circle Liquors was named Best of Philly, Best of Atlantic City with the most competitive prices around. The Circle Liquor Store is now a proud sponsor of the second hour of the locker room with Billy Schwein. Throwing a party, preparing for the big game. Let Chet and his staff make sure you have everything you need. Check out their website at circleliquors.com or give them a call at 609-927-2921. That's the Circle Liquor Store. When you get down there, say, hey, I heard you guys on the locker room. That goes far. Hey, just about everybody in our area has heard about the Jersey Man and Philly Man magazine that is run by ex-Philadelphia tight end Ken Dunnick. But were you aware of their private business network they call the Legacy Club? Every month, they hold private events at upscale locations in Philadelphia and South Jersey to attract over 200 top business people. If you have an interest in attending one of these events and see it's a fit for your business, send an email to ken@jerseymanmagazine.com or give them a call at 856-912-4007 for more information. I want to tell you about Stan Insurance Group. SIG Protection. Are the what-ifs keeping you up at night? Life is full of surprises, but with the Stan Insurance Group, you'll never, ever be caught off guard. Whether it's protecting your home, automobile, or business, Stan will help you select the right insurance coverage at the right price to give you and your family peace of mind when you need it the most. Visit sigprotection.com for a free quote today. That's sigprotection.com. All right, when we return, we'll continue more here in the locker room with Billy Schweim, Nick Earnshaw, right here on 97.3 ESPN.
Stolen by Robo, winds up and throws it home on a windmill right hand. NBA All-Star Weekend on ESPN Radio. Games Drive puts it up with an emphatic right hand. The 73rd NBA All-Star Game. Live from Indianapolis. Luka Doncic just won it for the Mavericks. The NBA All-Star Game. Tatum hammers a right-hand dunk. Coverage begins tomorrow at 7 Eastern with tip-off at 8 Eastern.
Listen to the NBA all season long on 97.3 ESPN.
Ocean City's real estate market is red hot. You need an agent that has the knowledge and expertise to help. Contact Ocean City's top agent, Mark Grimes. Mark has been selling real estate for 30 years in South Jersey. He can answer all your real estate questions and find you the perfect property. He's available anytime on his cell at 609-425-2042. When Philadelphia Star athletes are looking for a house at the beach, they contact Mark Grimes, specializing in buying and selling vacation homes, single-family homes, condominiums, and duplexes, residential and commercial, as well as new construction projects or investment opportunities. Mark Grimes, he's your agent at the beach. Give him a call right now, 609-425-2042, or check out his website at grimes.com.
Hi, this is Brian Propp, Flyer Hall of Famer. My wife, Eileen, and I opened a new health business in Marlton, New Jersey called Prime IV Hydration and Wellness.
Prime IV offers a range of IV hydration therapies designed to enhance your well-being, appearance, and performance. Look better, feel better, and perform better. Did you know that when you take oral vitamins, you only get 20 to 30% of the nutrient? IV therapy provides 100% absorption immediately into your bloodstream. Call us today at 856-545-1122 to get a free consult from our registered nurses. Again, 856-545-1122 to book your appointment or follow us on Facebook.
Finding an electrician that is dependable, prompt, and experienced is important. Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Service is just that. Service in Atlantic and Cape May counties for 40 years, Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Services specializes in both commercial and residential work and provides 24-hour emergency services. No job too big and no job too small. Call Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Services. They do it all. Call for a free estimate, 609-399-1999.
Call Tom Jackson and Sons for electrical, they're number one.
Hi, this is ex-Philadelphia Eagles tight end Ken Dunnick, and I'm the current publisher of Jersey Man and Philly Man magazine, and I'm asking you to become a Camden County police officer and help make our city a better place to live. The Camden County Police Department is now hiring for sworn officers who are going to make a difference in our community. The first year's salary for the position is $51,000. So join the effort today to be part of something bigger than yourself. Visit CamdenCountyPD.org to apply online. That's CamdenCountyPD.org. Thank you.
COVID-19? I don't want to risk missing work. I booked an appointment for this season's updated COVID-19 shot designed to help protect against recent variants. Learn about a vaccine option and book your COVID-19 shot on schedulecovidvax.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Hey, it's Mike Gill here. If you're car shopping right now, then I want you to go see my friend Rocco over at Key Acura of Atlantic City. Now through February 29th, he can get you into a 2024 Acura Integra lease for just $369 a month or a 2024 MDX lease for $489 a month. And beginning March 2nd, their service department will be open on Saturdays again. So stop in and see Rocco at Key Acura of Atlantic City, Tilt Road and EHT, the small but friendly dealer. Online at Key of AtlanticCity.com. See dealer for details.
You're listening with Billy.
Live at the Tom Zerota Group studio right here in Northfield. Billy Schweim, the Gen Zer, Nick Earnshaw, hosting and co-hosting today. And of course, he's playing his song, his selection, which is We Found Love by Rihanna. My selection today is Shimmer from Fuel. Pick which song you think should move on to our challenge here. 609-403-0973. 609-403-0973. Nick, you got a couple more texts?
Couple more texts. Two more texts in. Mike from Wildwood. Rihanna all day. Billy, your song once makes me want to take a nap on this gloomy day. LOL.
Really?
Yeah.
See, I think this song pumps me up.
Yeah, no.
Did the champagne drink?
So we got another text as well. So that's 7 for me.
All right.
Byron Price from Little Egg Harbor. Billy, first off, Joe Montana tight end, Dwight Clark, the
That's
catch.
it.
How could you forget that?
Yeah, right. I mean, well, but such a long time. I do remember.
Yeah.
But But Dwight Clark was a good tight end, but
Yeah.
he doesn't fit the category with the guys that we're naming.
And then
Right?
then he said, secondly, Rihanna, baby, we found love. That's the song right there. 8-6, I'm in the lead. How
Jeez,
about
come on,
that?
where are my peeps?
How about
609-403-0973. Rihanna or Fuel? Who do you
I
like?
don't
What
think it's
song?
close.
We
I don't-
found love from Rihanna.
I don't think it's
And
close.
my selection today is Fuel. Is the Shimmer from
Yeah,
Fuel.
I don't think
All
it's
right.
close, Billy.
609-403-0973. JT Romuto.
Mhm.
We're talking Phillies baseball.
Yes.
We the book kind of blew us off, I guess.
Yeah.
Well,
might be
maybe he's on vacation. You know, listen, he had a tough week. Everybody did. Super Bowl out there.
Yeah, there's a lot going
Maybe
on.
he's like
Took a week off.
like he's like what's the animal the season shadow.
Oh, the Groundhog
The
Day?
groundhog. Maybe like a groundhog.
Punxsutawney Phil?
Yeah, Punxsutawney Phil.
Punxsutawney book.
You didn't see his shadow. He's not coming out.
Not coming out.
Where's
today.
the book?
I don't know. We'll have to
We need him to settle the score.
Yeah, we do. We do. Next week we'll find out.
But JT Romuto is he averaged 100. He had 122 starts. He's averaged 122 starts behind the plate in the last 8 full seasons. Is that too much for him? He's getting up there.
I started saying this last year. You got to watch him. He's getting up there in age.
33.
It felt, I mean, he's catching almost every day. He's going to need days off. Stubbsy's going to have to probably step up more so this year than he has in the past, right? So he's 33 years old. You know how short catchers' lifespans are. And
but you know one thing about
you know what I
Romuto,
mean?
he's a great athlete.
He
was
is.
I think he was a quarterback in high school.
Was he?
Yeah, I believe so.
about
Look
that?
that up. Yeah, and I know that he's like a three. He played like 3 sports. Like he was a well-rounded athlete.
I mean,
Not
you could
just-
tell.
Yeah.
You could tell. I mean, he's a
Now that
really good.
doesn't-
He's a great offensive
But still,
catcher.
being behind the plate, you get banged up.
Yeah, you
I
beat
mean,
up back there.
100 So in the last 8 seasons, he's averaged 122 games.
Right. That's a lot for a catcher. That's a lot for a catcher. Yeah, he played basketball, football. He was an athlete. This guy's been an athlete his whole career.
There's some noise out there about Harper wanting an extension. He's got like 8 years left on his contract.
Yeah.
Well,
Well,
why would he be asking for?
he's dropping down the list of Rich's contract. You know what I mean? And
Yeah,
Scott
but
Boras is his agent, so you got to remember that too. Scott Boras is his
He
agent.
signed it, but he's got 8 years
He's
left.
not going anywhere. But Scott Boras is his agent. Bryce Harper's top player in one of the top players in baseball. Still, hopefully he's going to be in the MVP conversation once again this year and stays healthy.
Does he stay healthy? Because he's had an injury almost every
he's-
single year.
He's had some injury history here in Philadelphia, but I mean, this is just how it goes sometimes. Like they're going to sign these long extensions, but then after a while, the AAV it becomes really small compared to the other top players in the league. So Scott Boras is your agent. He's gonna try and get his client more money. That's what's gonna happen. And we know how Scott Boras rolls.
So I talked to Tommy Green. Looks like we're gonna have T. Green back.
T.
this
Green's
year.
gonna be back. That's
And
gonna be fun.
hopefully the John R. Elliott Hero campaign. I talked to Bill, and we'll get that going. The on the mound with
great talking to him
on the
every
mound
year.
with Tommy Green, brought to you by the John R. Elliott Hero campaign for designated drivers. We have fun with Tommy. Tommy's a great guy.
He's awesome,
and he's on his way up to Vermont. He's skiing.
Wow,
Right,
for him.
Him and his wife Wendy.
That's awesome.
Do you get down to spring training, Nick?
I've never been to spring training. That is a bucket list thing of mine to
I've
do.
been. So
Have you
you've
been
never
there?
been to Vegas, and you've never been to spring training.
No.
Well, you're a Gen Zer.
I'm a Zoomer. I gotta get out more. I gotta get out of the studio more a little bit, I guess.
You bought me a beer at the game.
I
No,
did.
I didn't get any chocolates. I didn't get any flowers.
That beer's good enough. A beer's good enough.
$33.
$33. I got you a couple beers.
Outrageous.
That was your Valentine's thank you for the tickets. That was good.
And we're good. Of course, we thank Dominic.
Yes,
Mariani,
Dom, thank you so much. It was
Pensacola
awesome.
Spine and Rehab, and we'll get him to donate his tickets to give away to some of the listeners.
Yeah, it'll be great. Billy, we had a great time at the Sixers game.
That was a lot of fun, and I think those seats. I wish everybody could experience when you're down there that close to. Like we sat 3 rows behind the
feel it.
Miami Heat bench. Spolster, he was on his feet the whole time.
Yeah, he was.
Right.
entire
Did
game.
I mention that to you a couple times?
Yeah, you
Besides,
said
like he hasn't sat down once.
Yeah, he's a great coach. Spolster's been around for a while, and he's taken that team to the finals two years, 2 times.
They got that
That's like 5
hero
years.
dude. Those guys can
Tyler
shoot
Hero.
threes.
Duncan Robinson.
Duncan
another guy.
Robinson, right?
And I'm sorry, but Bam Adebayo was taking Paul Reed to
was
school in those
school,
especially in
backing
those
him
final
down.
minutes.
Yeah.
I mean, down low. I mean,
Remember
listen,
it was in the fourth quarter. It might have been about 4 minutes to go. when he hit a slam.
Yeah.
Like there was nobody around
him.
How do you let a guy like Abaya wide
Well,
open like that?
Listen, the reports came out that the Sixers thought they had a trade for Andre Drummond, and Andre Drummond would have been huge. He would have got boards for you. I mean, Paul Reed
Then they
and
go out and get
Obama.
Kyle Lowry. I know he's Nick Nurse's guy, but you got how many guards you have now?
And I've seen this debate as well. The campaign trade and Pat Beverly. I understand the argument.
Not if you're going to get Lowry. What do you even need him for?
I understand the argument. Campaign offensively is a better player, and he's overall right now a better player than Pat Bev in his career.
Right.
But Pat Bev brought the leadership. He's a locker room glue guy. Sometimes you need that grit.
I agree with you, Nick. Sometimes the numbers just aren't enough.
Campaign's going to fall out of the
People
rotation.
provide other things to a team.
Well,
grit, attitude,
exactly.
leadership.
And that's what Pat Bev brought to this team. And the vibes were immaculate with him on this roster. And another thing is when like guys like Covington, Tobias, and B, like all these guys start coming back, DeAnthony Melton, Nico Batum, campaign's going to fall down in the lineup.
Yeah,
and he's not going to get as many
time.
minutes. Like his minutes have been inflated too. So that's another aspect of
Who gets more time, Campaign or Lowry?
Lowry's going to get more time. In my opinion, I think he's going to get more time because he can bring the defensive prowess. Offensively, he's not what he used to be, but he can give you something.
How old?
I don't know.
How old?
37.
37 years old.
37 years old.
He's 37.
It just feels like I don't know what the direction was here because I don't think they know that if Embiid's coming back. It feels like he's not coming back, doesn't it?
So it sure does to me.
It feels like that.
How about what Shaq said?
Yeah.
He's being criticized. He said the Sixers got no shot without him.
I mean, what? They're fifth in the standings right now. They have 27 games
when
remaining.
we walked into the court, the seating area, and right before the game tipped off, did you have any expectations that they were going to win that game? You were just more of like, well, let's see what they can do.
It was wait and see. I mean, both teams have players out.
Right. Jimmy Butler didn't play.
The Sixers didn't have Tobias. They didn't have Nico Batum, DeAnthony Melton, Covington. The Sixers have been missing players too. So I mean, KJ Martin was in the starting lineup.
Right. KJ Martin.
You were like, who's Martin?
I remember I said, who's this guy?
What are we doing here? I mean, that's
It was a weird game.
It was a weird game,
man.
Yeah.
I mean, it was a great because we were
Great
so
atmosphere.
close. Great atmosphere. Well,
we were at.
But it wasn't like I wouldn't say it was. The enthusiasm wasn't great.
There.
I mean, the crowd was like almost just like us, like wait and see.
Yeah, it was kind of just a wait and see.
What did I say to you? I said at the end of the game, if towards the end of the game, if the Sixers are in this game, the crowd's going to go nuts.
Yeah,
because they'll be behind the team. But with like 4 minutes to go, they were up. They were down by like 8. We were like, it's over.
It's kind of over. Like it felt like a dog days of summer baseball game, dog days of the NBA season. Like it felt like the Phillies versus Reds game in the middle of like July. Like, all right, we'll have a good time. You know, the game's on. All right, great. That was the vibes I was getting. It didn't feel like a playoff push that this team's trying to, win a championship. I don't have any hope. I lost hope once Embiid got hurt because I was back in. Remember, I was out for a while because I was still upset from Game 7. And then I came back in because Embiid was playing like an MVP. Nick Nurse, coach, great, no injuries. And then all of a sudden everyone gets hurt and the vibes are just gone, Billy. The vibes are gone.
It's gone. By the way, I just got a text message from Pat Carr. He just said, Billy, I just added Shimmer to my fuel to my gym playlist down there at OC local gym. Text in, Pat. Make it official.
You got to make it official.
You got to make it official. You got to check 609-403-0973. Text in, Pat. I need your vote. 609-403-0973. Nick, the Gen Zers got We Found Love by Rihanna.
Yep.
I Am Shimmer by Fuel.
Yeah.
Whoever wins takes that song next week, and then I've got to come up with something that can beat you next week. I got to pick another song or vice versa.
Billy, I'm looking at the time. Time is winding down in the fastest 2 hours in radio
Come on,
right now.
Pat Carr, get in there. Hey, for over 83 years, the Circle Liquor Store has offered the best selection of beer, wine, and spirits in South Jersey. It's a stone's throw away from Ocean City. It's a landmark with a friendly staff. It's no wonder why Circle Liquors was named Best of Philly, Best of Atlantic City with the most competitive prices around. The Circle Liquor Store is now a proud sponsor of the second hour of the locker room with Billy Schwein. Throwing a party, preparing for the big game. Let Chet and his staff make sure you have everything you need. Check out the website at circleliquors.com or give them a call at 609-927-2921. That's Circle Liquor Store. When you get down there, say, hey, I heard you in the locker room. I want to tell you about Captain Chucky's in Sea Isle. You got to get down to Sea Isle City because that's where Captain Chucky's is. Your parents just had Captain Chucky's a couple of weeks ago.
They did.
They loved it. Try their famous crab cake, steamed shrimp, selection of soups and appetizers, Marciano's stuffed breads, pierogies from the Pierogi Kitchen, stocks, pound cake, and more. Just take, bake, and enjoy. Call 609-905-CRAB. That's 609-905-CRAB. Visit Captain Chucky's and SeaIsle.com. Captain Chucky's SeaIsle.com. Get down there and say hello to owners John and Kathy McCann. They're located at 4111 Landis Avenue in Sea Isle. They'll get down there. They'll show you all you have to offer. Online ordering is available. Local delivery is also available. That's Captain Chucky's in Sea Isle. It's crab with an attitude. All right, when we return, we'll continue with more here in the locker room with Billy Schweim and Nick Earnshaw right here on 97.3 ESPN.
Wake up weekday mornings from 6 to 10 on 97.3 ESPN with Unsportsmanlike with Evan Cohen, Super Bowl champion Chris Canty, and Michelle Smallman.
Burgers, donut is the bun.
It is outstanding because you got a little bit of the sweet, you got the savory. Now listen, you eat that whole thing and you're out for the entire day.
Yeah.
Don't expect to be doing a lot after that. Your heart rate is going to go up if you eat that thing, but it is delicious.
Brought to you by the Gallery Bar Book and Games at Ocean Casino Resort in Atlantic City.
Train presents The Unstoppables. Those captains of comfort, those gargantuans of the guarantee, those satisfaction savants who persevere perilously beyond probability as the raconteurs of reliability. Here's to Train's heralded heroes of heating and air conditioning, those comfort kings with a tireless tenacity for total turnaround. The Train Comfort Specialists. Just one more reason why it's hard to stop a train.
Hi, this is Joe Lenigan, owner of Lenigan Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. Call us today for your free Train system quote at 609-399-1200 or online at ocnjplumber.com. And please don't forget to ask for the military and senior discount.
Hundreds of Volkswagens in stock and on sale. Hundreds of Mitsubishis, even 100 electric Pintelli golf carts in stock and on sale at Tom's River Auto Group. And not one a penny over sticker. Plus, Tom's River Auto has a Birds fan bonus. $500 off just for showing up in a team jersey, hat, socks, whatever. How easy is that? New or used, Tom's River's got plenty, but hurry. On sale, they're flying. Click Tom'sRiverAutoGroup.com.
Hey, everybody. Tim Chu with TixForGood.org. How would you like to go to the Final Four? That's right. At TixForGood.org, we are giving away 2 tickets to the men's basketball Final Four in Phoenix, Arizona. Go to TixForGood.org to learn how you can enter to win 2 tickets to the men's basketball Final Four in Phoenix, Arizona, round-trip airfare, and 3 nights accommodations. This prize is brought to us locally by Tri-City Kitchens, South Jersey's leader in custom cabinetry. Visit TixForGood.org to learn how to win.
Winning means keeping our community safe. I'm Hassan Reddick, linebacker for the Philadelphia Eagles. 59% of our adults report experiencing gun violence or know someone who has. Just like we focus on our training, we need to focus on proper gun storage.
Firearms should be locked out of reach of children and only accessible by you.
If you notice any warning signs of violence, speak up. Tell someone who can help.
Let's tackle gun violence together. Visit CamdenCounty.com/gun safety to learn more.
I'm what you might call very good at hide and seek. This one time, my parents had to round up the whole neighborhood to track me down. It was a mess. A lot of tears. Well, now that we got Xfinity, we have Wi-Fi all over the house, including all my favorite super secret hiding spots. So I can kill time in here by streaming my shows and... Ha! Found you. The heck? Oh. You left Find My tablet on. This generation, ruining the game with their performance enhancers.
That's wall-to-wall Wi-Fi on the Xfinity 10G network. Now through March 4th, get started with 200 megabit internet for $25 a month for 12 months with no annual contract. Plus, eligible Xfinity Rewards members can get a free indoor camera. Learn more at xfinity.com/free camera. Switch today. Requires paperless blend and auto-pay with stored bank account. Restrictions apply. Equipment taxes and fees extra. After promo, regular rates apply. Actual speeds vary. Free camera while supplies last. Xfinity 10G network brings improved speed, security, reliability, and latency. Xfinity 10 gigabit service tier subject to permitting and construction requirements.
You're listening to Locker Room with Billy on 97.3 ESPN and the free mobile app.
All right, we're back broadcasting live at the Toms River Auto Group studio right here in Northfield. Billy Schwein, Nick Earnshaw. This is my song, Fuel. It's Shimmer by Fuel. Nikki's in the lead right now, 8-7. People like your song, Gen X. You're from Gen Z, Gen Z. Nikki from Gen Z, the Generation Z. Yours, We Found Love by Rihanna. Mine is Shimmer by Fuel. 609-403-0973. Come on, whose song do you like the best and can move on to next week's challenge? 609-403-0973 is the text board. Just text in which song you like better, Fuel or Rihanna.
All right, and like you
And
mentioned,
by the way, come on, where's my peeps? Because I'm down 8-7.
So yeah, you just got an extra vote. It was Tom Jackson.
Yeah.
Got you to 7. Got you to 7.
And now Pat Carr said he likes it, but he didn't text the board.
You got to text.
Come on, Pat Carr, if you're out there, 609-403-0973. What happens if we have a tie?
Oh, we didn't think about that, did we?
That one, did we?
Yeah, we didn't think about that one, did we?
We'll flip a coin.
Yeah, we'll flip a coin.
609-403-0973. The challenge is between We Found Love by Rihanna or Fuel Shimmer.
Who's got the better taste,
Come
the
on,
Zoomer or
man.
the Boomer?
The Zoomer or the
Gotta be
Boomer?
the Zoomer. It's got to be the Zoomer.
609-403-0973. Pick a song. Come on, man. Whose song's better?
I mean, we're winding down here. I'm like sweating it out. I'm sweating it out. I'm up one. I'm up one right now, Billy.
By the way, I want to send another shout out to Jim Braun, I think it is. Jim sent me a nice letter to the locker room here. It's fan mail, and he says he thanks us for he really enjoys listening to the show. He listens every week. He wants to thank us for all the hard work we do, and he very generous. He in the card sent me a $25 Wawa gift card.
How about that?
Very nice, Jim, and I want to thank you so much. Thanks for listening to the show, and that's too nice of you. Did I get another one?
You got another.
609-403-0973. Fuel, the song Shimmer, against Gen Z, Nikki. His song is We Found Love by Rihanna.
Frank text in. Fuel +1 for Billy.
Yeah, there you go. Go ahead, play your song. Play a little bit of your song.
Give you a little taste. Come on, guys. This is the winner right here.
No, it's not.
It's got to be. We're winding down. Come on. If that doesn't get you moving and shaking and in a good mood, I don't know what will.
609-403-0973. Nikki is a Gen Z guy. His musical taste this week is We Found Love by Rihanna, and mine is Shimmer by Fuel.
Yeah.
I'm a baby boomer. Let's go, boomers. Let's pick it up.
Zoomers. Where my Zoomers at?
And by the way, I like the song, but Fuel by no means is my favorite. Like I just picked the song. Do you like Rihanna? I mean, is that?
I would say I'm a
let me
fan.
ask you a question. Who's your favorite band? If you had to have a band,
Well,
somebody like who's your favorite?
I'd say so. If I went band, so my favorite artist is Future. That's my
Future.
You probably have no idea who that is.
No idea who that is.
Yeah, that's my favorite. I might save him.
By
for
the way,
later.
Giuseppe Randazzo from Randazzo's Peaches just sent me. He says, I'm with Billy.
Oh, jeez. Come on.
But he's got to text the text board at 609-403-0973.
Future's my favorite artist.
I'm going to go to Randazzo's for lunch.
Ooh, how about that?
You want to go?
Yeah.
Let's hop
I'll
over.
go with you. Yeah, we'll stop by.
We'll stop.
Well, I'm only going if he changes his vote.
He won't do that. He's on my side. Listen. The best. I'm gonna have that lobster bisque today. The best lobster bisque you'll ever eat in your life today. All the food's great.
It's all great. A great cheesesteak last time.
Yeah, I might do that. I might have both. I'm hungry. 609-403-0973. Whose song you like? Gen Z. Nikki is a Gen Zer. We Found Love for Rihanna, or my song today, which is Shimmer by Fuel.
Time is winding down.
609. What's the score?
Right now is 8-8, but we're getting bombarded with texts. I gotta add them up. I gotta add them up during the break.
609-403-0973 at the break. I'll add them up. 609-403-0973. Whose song do you like the best? Today's song is Shimmer from Fuel for me, Baby Boomer, and the Gen Z or Nikki is We Found Love by Rihanna.
Yeah, I better win. I better
609-403-0973. One other thing, one last Phillies note, because I do want to talk about the Flyers real quick.
Yeah.
But one last Phillies note. They got this guy who's 6'9". You saw him play.
I did. I called a few of his games when he was in Single A a few years back.
Carlos De La Cruz.
Yes.
He's hit 24 home runs down at Double A, but apparently he strikes out a lot. You saw him play, Nick. What do you think?
Yeah, I remember him. So when I was with the Blue Rocks as a play-by-play announcer a few years back,
was Was he striking out a lot?
He was
back
striking.
then?
Yeah, he was still striking out a lot, and he was still trying to find his footing a little bit in single A. Like last year, he was dominant. 24 home runs. Like he's
only 24 years old, so he's not
still young.
He's still youngish.
He's youngish. He's
Right.
24.
You'd like to have your big leaguer. You'd like to have him in the big leagues by now.
So yeah, I remember he has some length. He was still kind of filling out himself, and he was still in single A. And you didn't really know what he was yet. Last year, he showed a little bit of power, and I think if they could develop his raw talent at the plate, he's got to figure out how to hit breaking balls. He
can't hit breaking balls.
No, he has trouble with that. So he's a guy you want to watch. I don't think he comes up this year like a Rojas, like last year. Like Rojas was a little bit of a shock to people, but I don't think you're going to see a De La Cruz anytime soon this year. So he still has to develop.
We mentioned this earlier. 26 roster spots are already taken. So what do they got? 24, right?
26.
26 is it?
Yeah, it's 26 now. It used to be 25.
Right.
And then they added a couple years back. It was 26.
So there's only a few spots left over. Spots left open. Is there any changes? I mean, you saw him play. Do you think he can make the team?
No, I don't think so. No, I don't. He's such a raw talent as of right now. I don't think you see him. I think he's one of those late bloomers, maybe, if he continues to develop.
All right, the Flyers are playing tonight, Nick, at the Stadium Series in North Jersey. Against the Devils. Jack Hughes is back.
He's back.
Devils.
Jack Hughes is back.
The Devils are behind the Flyers.
Yeah, they have 58 points.
Right.
Oh,
and the thing is, right now, you look at the Metropolitan Division. Right now, there's only 3 teams. If the playoffs were to start today, the
Flyers are in.
Flyers are in.
They're in.
Are they going to make the playoffs, Nick? Do you think they have enough? Because you know what you're getting from this team right now, which I like, and even Tortorella echoed it. Nobody's safe here. They just made Sean Couturier the captain. But I mean, and Tippett is playing really well. But
Konechny's
got 26 goals. I mean, he's been playing really well. But they make it sound like nobody's safe.
Yeah, it's tough because I feel like they're going to make some moves at the deadline to prepare for the future. And we've talked about this before. They have a plan. They're going to stick to it.
The Flyers are 29-19-7 for 65 points. The Hurricanes are 31-17 and 5 for 67. Of course, the Rangers are in first place. Those 3 teams will come out of the Metropolitan.
Right.
But the Devils are right on their heels.
Yeah.
And they got to win this game tonight.
Yeah.
They got to get at least a point. Let's put it this way.
Well,
they got to have at least a point.
The Flyers are on a 5-game point streak, if I'm not mistaken. They lost in overtime.
So they lost.
Ago.
So five games. They lost 5 games before the All-Star break.
Yep.
Then they come back from the All-Star break. They win 4 in a row, and they tie. They lose in overtime to the Leafs. But it was a very
good game.
By the way, they were down 3-1 with 8 minutes to go in the game, and they came back.
Fight.
Yeah,
got fight. They have grit. That's what
Konechny.
Yeah, he's awesome. He's awesome. I think they can make the playoffs, even if they make some moves at the deadline to prepare for the future. I think they can hang on, but they can't have one of those spurts where they're going like really 6-7 losses in a row. That can't happen.
You know what's really impressive about Konechny's line? 55 games played, 26 goals, 25 assists, which is pretty balanced. It's a plus 15.
Oh, that's unbelievable.
That's really, that means when he's on the ice, the other team does not score.
He's awesome. I love Travis Konechny. You know what's great about the Flyers this year is the penalty kill. That shows
but the weakness is the power play.
The power play. It's the opposite. But the penalty kill, that's
But they
huge.
need the leg and shorties.
Yeah, exactly.
Which is Sanheim got one the other night.
Yeah.
Sanheim, he's the defenseman. It means he's up in the rush.
Yeah, how about that? But yeah, they're second in the league in the penalty kill. So listen, that means Tortorella has his team fighting and clawing and scratching,
I like
right?
Tortorella.
He's awesome.
Chief told me he didn't think the Flyers would make the playoffs.
Well,
he said down the stretch it's going to be too much for him. But
It could be. He could be right.
What do they got? About 27 games left? 28, 30?
Probably around
something like that.
Can I do math?
Yeah, do
some math real quick.
But I mean, you look at you look at their lineup. When you see balanced scoring, Konechny's got 26 goals. Farabee's got 17. Couturier, who's freshly minted captain. Their 20th captain, by the way.
26 games left.
26 games left. Tippett, 19 goals. Cam Atkinson, 13. Forrester, 10. They got balanced. They got double digits. They got 1, 2, 3. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They'll finish with like 10 or 9.
Look at us doing math on the fly here.
Right?
Yeah.
But I mean, when you get balanced scoring like that, you get everybody contributing.
Mm-hmm.
You can't just focus on one person.
And you got to remember, this is a very young team. This is a young team that's rebuilding. This is just supposed to be a rebuilding year for this.
So would you say they're sellers?
I think they're sellers. I think they're still going to be. I think they're still going to be sellers at the deadline.
You know know what?
Chief might be right. I think Chief might be right. Down the stretch, it might be a little too much for him, especially if they give up some names at the deadline. Lawton, like the guys they might move on from. We'll see. I listen. If they continue to play hard and they don't give up a ton at the deadline, they
You could have gone to that game tonight.
Nah, I'm not going to the game.
You could have though, right?
I had a possibility I could have, but nah, not going, unfortunately. But
so what do you think? Obviously, we need a big goal. We need a goal scorer, somebody that can like
a leader. Well, we thought we had that,
Well,
and then he didn't want to be
Sean-
here.
But Sean Couturier is a leader.
Captain,
He just minted
20th captain,
right?
in Flyers history. Billy, what'd you think of that? Did you like that?
I like him.
You like?
You know why Couturier? Ready for this?
All right.
He's a throwback. You know why?
Why?
No teeth.
yeah,
right?
awesome.
He's been around. Look, the last 2 years he was hurt.
He's been
he
hurt.
thought his season was over. His career was over.
Yeah.
He had back injury like that. He's made a full recovery.
Mm-hmm.
I interviewed him at the Philadelphia Sports Writers.
That's right.
He's just a throw. He reminds me of a tough old grizzled throwback.
Throwback.
No teeth, Bobby Clark, like no teeth.
A Broad Street bully.
Oh yeah. I mean, he's not afraid. He doesn't mix it up like he's not a
Right.
fighter. But hey, and by the way, did you see who was it? Who's the fighter?
I don't. What fight are we talking? Recent, before?
Delorier.
Yeah.
Did you see the fight he had the other day?
Yeah.
Like that was perfect timing to know when to throw him. Like
Right.
Flyer got hit real hard. He went in. I forget who the Flyer that was. It
I
was
forget
Cam
too.
Atkinson, I think.
It was an Atkinson.
But he came right in,
Yeah.
immediately. Went right after him. That sends a message, Nick.
Yeah, you gotta have
that.
You gotta have your Pat
Hockey's
Bevs.
Hockey's a game of intimidation, is it not?
Yes, 100% is.
And if you're not, for him to come in and do that right away, it was perfect.
You need some Dan Carcillos. You need some Zach Ronaldos.
I think Delorier is a good fighter.
Yeah, you like to have those. I mean,
that.
I mean that's what we're talking about. The
Only thing
Sixers,
is
right?
If he could just score a goal. Wait, how many goals he has?
Billy, I mean, this is what we talked about with the Sixers, right? You got to have those leaders and those guys who are willing to step up and be gritty and tough. That's what Sixers got rid of.
He hasn't had. He only has 3 assists, no
Yeah.
goals in 47 games. Like back in the day when
still need those
Dave Schultz he could score. He had a hat trick against the Flames in the playoffs.
Everyone's got their own role, Billy. Everyone's got their own role, so it's all right.
This guy Garth Hathaway,
yeah.
Garnet Hathaway. I like him.
Yeah.
He looks like my buddy Lou Manzo.
Does he?
Yeah, it looks just
They're
like
twins.
He's got a twin walking around Lou.
So do you.
Yeah, I do. But he's feisty.
Yeah.
He's gritty. He's gritty.
He's gritty. I mean, it's perfect.
Gritty.
Look what you did there. See, you're coming around full circle, Billy. All right.
609-403-0973.
Winding down. I got to add.
Generational music challenge between the Gen Zer, Nikki the producer, Earnshaw, Gen Z against the baby boomer, yours truly. I picked the song Fuel.
Mm-hmm.
The Shiver by Fuel.
You can't even get it right. You can't.
609-403-0973. And you've got We Found Love by Rihanna.
Yeah.
609-403. At this break, you're going to calculate the score. Get these last-minute text messages in. I want to win. Where are my peeps? 609-403-0973. Shimmer by Fuel. We Found Love by Rihanna. All right.
There it is.
For over 83 years, the Circle Liquor Store has offered the best selection of beer, wine, and spirits in South Jersey. It's a stone's throw away from Ocean City. It's a landmark with a friendly staff. It's no wonder why Circle Liquors was named Best of Philly, Best of Atlantic City, with the most competitive prices around. The Circle Liquor Store is now a proud sponsor of the second hour of the Locker Room with Billy Schweim. Throwing a party, preparing for the big game. Let Chet and his staff make sure you have everything you need. Check out the website at circleliquors.com or give them a call at 609-927-2921. That's Circle Liquor Store in Summers Point. Tell them the locker rooms. Go down and say hi. Hey, the locker room said hi. Now, I want to tell you about La Scala's Beach House. It opened this summer to rave reviews. It's your home away from home for a large selection of Italian, American, and seafood favorites, just like your grandma made. Plus, you'll love their famous pizza, daily specials, and their game day menu. Eat in or take out at La Scala's. Open Wednesday through Sunday, 1400 Ocean Avenue in Brigantine. Every Thursday night is Brigantine night. Live music from 6 to 9 p.m. One free signature pizza per table. Drink specials include $2 Miller Lite, $3 Peronis, and $4 house wines. You can't beat that. That's LaScalasBeachHouse.com for the menu. Let's eat. Just about everybody in our area has heard about the Jersey Man and Philly Man magazine that is run by ex-Philadelphia tight end Ken Dunick. But were you aware of the private business network they call the Legacy Club? Every month, they hold private events at upscale locations in Philadelphia and South Jersey that attract over 200 top business people. If you have an interest in attending one of these events and see it's a fit for your business, send an email to ken@jerseymanmagazine.com, all one word, or call them at 856-912-4007 for more information. All right, when we return, we'll wrap it up with the final score. You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schwein and Nick Earnshaw right here on 97.3 ESPN.
It's Flyers Devils Stadium Series game live from MetLife Stadium tonight on 97.3 ESPN and the 97.3 ESPN free mobile app. Listen as Tim Saunders and Todd Fedorn bring you all the exciting play-by-play action. Coverage begins at 8 p.m. It's Flyers hockey all season long on South Jersey's radio home for Philadelphia Flyers hockey, 97.3 ESPN and the 97.3 ESPN free mobile app.
Finding an electrician that is dependable, prompt, and experienced is important. Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Service is just that. Service in Atlantic and Cape May counties for 40 years, Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Services specializes in both commercial and residential work and provides 24-hour emergency services. No job too big and no job too small. Call Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Services. They do it all. Call for a free estimate, 609-399-1999.
Call Tom Jackson and Sons for electrical, they're number one.
Every year, hundreds of children suffer from unintentional injuries or death due to unsecured guns. Camden County and Moms Demand Action South Jersey are asking for your help to reduce gun violence by spreading the Be Smart message.
Store guns unloaded, locked, and separate from ammunition. And talk to other parents about secure gun storage.
It's up to us to prevent these tragedies and save lives. Visit CamdenCounty.com/Be Smart to learn how we can stop gun accidents and deaths together.
Randazzo's Pizza, Randazzo's Pizza, Randazzo's Pizza, the pizza you're gonna love. It's got the freshest taste, that's all my daily place. Randazzo's Pizza, this one right here by. Randazzo's Pizza, Randazzo's Pizza, it's a pizza like you never had before. Eat it or take it home, no matter where you roam. Randazzo's Pizza, the tastiest you'll find. Randazzo's Pizza, the tastiest you'll find.
Why would you call anyone else besides Randazzo's Pizzeria and Family Restaurant, 34th and Asbury Avenue in Ocean City. Open year-round, 7 days a week, offering free delivery on the whole island and to the beach. Pizza, pasta, salads, entrees, subs, paninis, and wraps. Voted best of the shore. Call 814-1600. 814-1600.
Randazzo's Pizza, the tastiest you find. Randazzo's Pizza, the tastiest.
This year, Dell Technologies wants to help you do amazing things with their best tech. For a limited time only, save on select next-gen PCs like the XPS 13 Plus, powered by Intel Core processors, and more. Plus, curate your dream setup with great deals on select monitors, mice, and more must-have electronics and accessories. When you shop online at Dell.com/deals, you'll have access to leading-edge technology to match your forward-thinking spirit and free shipping on everything. Again, that's Dell.com/deals.
97.3 ESPN has teamed up with Seize the Deal for incredible weekly offers from some fantastic local restaurants. Here's this week's big deal.
Get $50 in gift cards good for use at Crossroads Bar and Grill in Egg Harbor City for just $25.
This great deal is on sale now at seizethedeal.com. Hurry, chances are this deal will sell quickly. For more info on this great deal, go to seizethedeal.com.
SeizeTheDeal.com.
You're listening to Room with Bill 73 ESPN and the free mobile app.
All right, we're back broadcasting live at the Tom's River Auto Group studio right here in Northfield. Billy Schwein, Nick Earnshaw. It's the Generational Musical Challenge. It's competition. People like competition.
They do.
Nick. And guess what? Tell the listeners what happened during the break.
40 seconds for me to make a comeback here.
What's the score now, Nick?
We got about
my peeps came through for me.
We got about like 8 or 9 texts during the break.
What's the score now, Nick?
14-9. Billy Shimmer Fuel will take the victory today. Unless I got 20 seconds to get like 5 more.
I like It's a good choice. Really good choice. It threw me off. I thought you were going to go with Slim Shady from Eminem.
Clem M.
Clem M.
Yeah,
in his honor, but I guess you didn't go.
I gotta say, the final vote that I got was from my mom. That was the last vote I got. They were all Shimmer by Fuel. My mom sent me a pity vote.
Love it. Thank you, people.
14-9.
So Shimmer moves on.
Shimmer
to the
moves
next
on.
round next week.
Shimmer moves on.
All right.
How about that? The Boomer won this week. I'll
Yeah,
get you next week.
All right.
I'll get you next week.
Nick, you watching the NBA All-Star game today?
No.
Tomorrow, right?
Yeah, it's tomorrow. Tonight's what, the dunk contest?
Tonight's the
and
dunk.
3
I'll watch
point.
the dunk. I didn't watch the celebrity basketball.
I feel like
I took my daughter out to dinner last night. She's feeling a little bit better.
Good. I'm glad she's feeling better. I'm glad she's feeling better. I got one more. Rihanna. So we got 10.
Oh,
we got 10 before the end of the show.
So it's 14-10.
14-10. Yeah. 14-10.
So next week you got to pick another song. It looks like.
Yeah, I got to pick a new song. Find a way to beat Shimmer from Fuel, I guess.
You got to do that.
Oh wait, never mind. This was Mike from Wildwood. He's just bombarding me with Rihanna. He's all the way on the Rihanna train, so I can't count that vote.
But why?
He already voted.
Oh yeah.
He just sent Rihanna like 10 times.
Trying to cheat for you?
Yeah. He can't double vote, unfortunately. I appreciate the support though, Mike. Appreciate it.
All right, tomorrow I got my locker room youth movement.
Yeah, how about that?
You know what I do with those?
I
guys?
guarantee they would give you 2 votes.
I'll tell you what. I'll count that in. I'll whatever they pick.
It won't even matter. I'm still down 3 if they get those 2.
Even if I get 2 of them.
Yeah,
right.
it's over. You won.
You know what I do with them? I talk about sitcoms from the 70s and 80s. They don't know anything.
I'm a big Seinfeld guy. So that
was
90s. I wasn't born yet.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm a 2000s baby, Billy.
Wow, this show's over already?
Fastest 2 hours of radio.
Oh my gosh. On a snowy Saturday, we hope we warm things up for you a little bit here in the locker room. Once again, I want to thank Jim Braun.
I think it was Braun.
Yeah, he sent me a nice letter to the station. We gave me a $25 gift card. Thanks, Jim. I appreciate that. So what are you going to watch? You going to watch Flyers tonight?
Flyers tonight, dunk contest. 3-point contest, too.
That's all the action right here on 97.3 ESPN. Tomorrow, I got the Locker Room Youth Movement, producer Danny Ryan and the intern Andrew Leeds in the studio. I want to thank you for making the Locker Room part of your Saturday, because nothing could be finer than talking sports with the Schweiner. Thanks for supporting me and my baby boomer music.
You're going down next week, old timer.
Nick's got to come up with another song. All right, thanks, Nick. As always, we appreciate you. I'll see you tomorrow, same time, same place, right here, 97.3 ESPN.